Tourist North Adelaide, slow Main North Road at Enfields, and a little bit sluggish at the moment, South Road at Tonsley as you bound to jump on the Southern Expressway. Cameras today, Beaver Road, Ingle Farm and George Street at Paradise. Prices smashed at JB Hi-Fi, like $1,000 off an LG 75-inch TV and $600 off a Google Pixel 9 Pro fold phone, only at JB. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Get the Toyota Forklift Advantage. Visit toyotamaterialhandling.com.au.
Partly cloudy, 16 today, more of the same tomorrow. Saturday, mostly sunny, 19 and 22 for Sunday. At the moment, 15. Now let's see what's happening on 9 News tonight.
I'm Kate Collins. Tonight, anger and chaos in the US as a Trump ally is assassinated. SA's Premier meets the King, then the King meets Harry. How a different day in London unfolded. How to get $1,100 in free dental care for your kids. And Hawk star Jack Ginnivan flips the camera on the media as he arrives in Adelaide for the Crows Clash. 9 News, your news, nightly at 6 on 9 and 9 now.
Streaming live via the 5AA Player app on DAB Digital Radio and on 1395 AM. This is 5AA, always Adelaide. The 5AA Sports Show. Rowey,
I am flabbergasted.
and Timmy G.
Absolute sports festival.
It's 6 after 4 on this Team Selection Thursday. Good afternoon to you. Yes, it's almost here. We are one sleep away. The first semi-final against the Hawks, Adelaide, are in action tomorrow night. It is win or go home in front of a sold-out Adelaide Oval. Rowey Campo, can you wait?
Thank you, Sammy. Yeah, you're right. You win, you're in a prelim, lose, it's curtains. From here on in, it's cutthroat, and that's what I love. And generally, cutthroat finals bring out the best. The Crows need to bring their best. Timmy G is on a well-earned break. Joining us, Premiership star for Carlton, Scotty Campriale.
I'm ready.
Well,
We're ready. Are we? We're enough talking about the negatives.
Ready.
Are we?
oh, no, we're ready. But I actually wrote this. I'm going through a wave of emotions.
Yeah.
Fancy me going through a wave of emotions, Campo. I can speak to one person today and we're going to win. Then I speak to another, we're going to get flogged. Speak to another, we're no chance. Speak to another, we're every chance. I'm. You're going to have to convince me that we can do it tonight. I know we're on together calling the game, but I get a level of comfort because you bring a level of comfort to the commentary room. I'm way out here at 10. Oh, we got no chance. We got all this chance, and I just want to see their best.
Yeah.
And I'm confident they're going to give that. And I think their best is better than Hawthorn's. There you are.
Yeah. I don't disagree with that. I mean, Hawthorn finished 8th. Crows finished top of the ladder. Their body of work is as good as anyone's. You win 18 games, that suggests you do it. Now, you can sit there and, I've read some stuff around, they had a soft draw Adelaide. It doesn't matter. You beat who you beat. And against the top 8 teams, they've been really good. They have never been blown away. Like even last week, as disappointing as it was, that was the first week where they didn't win a quarter. So that was a little thing in a game within a game as well, because we've said during the year on Tuesdays around they've won the most amount of quarters throughout the year. So, and all those things
most time in front, they don't lie.
You're allowed to have a little blip, and unfortunately the blip was a final. Now, that happens.
It does. And I said, I think, on the Monday, you weren't here, Campo, I might have mentioned again on the Tuesday, if you're going to play a few finals, and if you finish top, you are, let's face it, and you're going to have a bad final, we'll make it the one you've got a double chance in.
Absolutely.
And now that's done. They've learnt from it. Away they go. It is selection day. Sammy said that's tomorrow night, Adelaide Oval. It looks like one change for the Crows. Josh Rochelle in. Here's Nixie.
He just brings an energy. He's got an aura about him, and occasionally we have to rein that back in a little bit, but we never want to lose that because we've sort of seen how important it is.
Good call, bad call, or the right call?
I think it's the right call.
Yeah.
I think, ultimately you've got to trust the high performance team around the program, and they've arguably got one of the best, if not the best, in terms of what they're able to do. They've got one injury, I think, Adelaide, across at this time of the year is amazing.
Phenomenal.
And his was an unfortunate one. It was a contact one for one of, just because he landed. It wasn't a soft tissue or anything like that. So he's done a mountain of work to get, to the position he is. The only thing is he ready for the touch and feel and the pressure of the game? And he said in his press conference too he had a conversation with Max after the game as well around, geez, I was just a little bit off, that 1 or 2% off, so, and I think Max will be better for the run, and you always are. And even Jimmy's point yesterday to us, you know, sometimes you're better in your first one than your second one because it's like the adrenaline and the way the game flows. But this is a cutthroat final. It's different. It's not a round 18 fixture where there's next week. There's no next week.
No, there's not. So how are you doing it? Does he start? Is he sub? And then who's out for him?
I think he starts. I think there's no question he starts.
And just go for it.
Yeah.
Let it all out.
You've got to get the game on your terms because you'd probably have egg on your face if, you know, they're 4 goals down and then they try and inject him in at half time and then you're expecting him to do perhaps, dare I say it, what Isaac did in the last quarter of the last time they played, 7 disposals, 5 score involvements, kicked 2 goals, 1. Like, you're sitting there going, well...
There's only one Isaac.
Correct, and I'm not sure that's probably... And it's not fair on him either. So inject him early.
That's what I'd do.
You've got the opportunity perhaps to see what he's like physically. Who's he going to get? What does Hawthorn do? Does he take a good defender to allow Keys and Neil Bullen perhaps to get involved a little bit more? I think he'll get Hardwick, which will be a tough ask straight away, you know, in terms of coming straight back in. He's physical. He's a physical defender. He always has. He can mark the ball on you, and he's pretty good at ground level. So it'll be interesting. But I think it's a good call. I don't think it's, you know, a bad call. You know, there's a risk in it. Of course, but I think it's the risk worth taking.
So maybe Bond out, Michael Lenny back. You spoke about that yesterday. So does Peds get some midfield minutes? Would that free him up? Because he's a beast of a thing.
Yeah, I had a look at it, and we still didn't get to it because we had a lot on from Tuesday talking about selection. Yeah. And I was going to bring and even we know this now. I was thinking early in the week, do you go Rochelle sort of through that, you know, through the forward line? And then do you go Smith on the wing and perhaps play Curtin as your extra mid?
Okay.
So a little bit different. So you've got a bigger body.
Which he's done.
Bigger body, and he's played mid, so he knows what to do. Yeah. If you have a look at Hawthorn's midfield group in terms of Nash and Newcombe and Warple and, you know, they got some big bodies in there. If they're one mid down, is it Pedler or is it Curtin? Now, structurally, the way they're set up and perhaps how they pick the team, it's going to look like it's going to be more Pedler if they're looking for an extra one. But I thought they got caught out last week not allowing Peatling to play his normal midfield minutes. So I think they'll go back business as usual in terms of Saligo, Dawson and Peatling through the midfield with a little squirt of someone else that might go through there. Yeah.
Matty Nick spoke about game adjustments, and I reckon you just answered it.
Small adjustments, and we got a lot of areas right last week as well. And that was one of the areas we did, you know, we broke even with our opera. We had as many chances. We adjust a couple of small things in around that this week and hope we can bring that contest through the midfield. Again, big challenge there, but confident we will.
So you spoke about personnel. That's one adjustment. The other adjustment is how you want to move the ball.
Yeah, well, it's
now,
how you set the game up.
That's exactly right. So just briefly touch on that.
Well, I think last week they got caught into, geez, we're struggling around, and this is just my opinion, we're struggling around clearance. We need to get field position. So this is always the argument in the coach's box in match committee around, we're losing clearance. How do we get field position? How do we get it early in a game that's going to be high pressure so we can put some heat on Collingwood? Well, they doubled down. So they threw Michael Annie up to the stoppage. That allowed more. So they manipulated it, you know, how they can get more to be the extra. And it didn't work on the basis that the pressure that Collingwood were able to do, because they threw one up as well. So the pressure around the contest was more. And then the messaging, I would presume, would have been, let's get it forward, let's get it into there, and let's see if we can bring it to ground and then get it in. Yeah. Now, the problem with that is, they got out-marked, or Darcy Moore was in a position where they marked it and they didn't sort of get it deep enough. And I said it yesterday, they averaged 6 around that 0 to 30. They only got 3. They had 28 intercept marks.
And 50 inside 50, so it's over half.
Yeah, so they weren't allowed to move the ball the way they normally do. So
credit to Collingwood, but done by the Crows with what they were probably told.
They were doing. Yeah. So, but the challenge for them this week is Hawthorn will sit there and go, now, Hawthorn aren't a great stoppage team, but I went back and had a look overnight as well. Hawthorn beat Adelaide by 11 around the clearances last time they played. So and GWS gave Hawthorn a bit of a touch-up on the weekend around clearances. So that clearance game is going to be crucial. But if I'm Matty Nicks and you're sitting there going, geez, Barrass, Sicily and Battle, I don't want any one of those dropping off like Moore did last week. I want to make all those guys accountable. So you put it on your midfield group to get it done. Yeah. They've got to get it done at ground level to make sure they get even numbers ahead of the ball.
Look, if Dawson can hit his numbers of 11 score involvements, 2 goal assists, and those inside 50s, and he plays
lowest. Hawthorn is his lowest team.
Oh,
he only averages 20 possessions.
Oh, did I swear? Matty Nick's on last week admitting they maybe got a few things wrong.
You know, this week we've focused on us at our best, gone back, looked at it. They're minor adjustments. Last week we had some key areas that we didn't get right that can really, one, makes it hard for us to score, and our opposition were great. Please don't, I'm not taking anything away from our opposition. Did we help them with that? Yeah, no doubt.
You're before the curve. You just answered that.
We don't need Nixie on the show.
What are we doing? Let's jump to this. Hawthorn have Deer out and Lewis in. Here's Coach Sam Mitchell.
We feel in a pretty good position. We feel like we've improved in the last 12 months, but so have Adelaide. You know, they finished on top, won more games than anyone else, and will rightly go into the game as favourite. But we feel like we've got a game style that holds up for this time of year. We've been working on it for a long time, and can we produce our best when it matters? It's what we've been working towards, and it's the great beauty of sport is we don't know the answer just yet.
Yeah, that's right. They got Will Day out. They'd love to have him. Isaac Rankin's out. The Crows would love to have him. I want to also jump to this. Hawks arrived today at the Adelaide Airport. They play tomorrow. 4 cameras, their crew, the reporters mobbed one person.
I thought it was Snoop-Dee-Doo. Was it Snoop-Dee-Doo?
Well, you'd think it was. Now, James Sicilly's the captain. No, wasn't him. No. Jack Gunston's an All-Australian. Used to play for the Crows. Wasn't him. Wasn't the coach. It was a smart ass forward that over celebrates. His numbers are okay. I mean, his last month has been good. I'll give him that. Over 20 possessions and a goal a game.
Well, I'll give you a bit more on that.
All right. Well, I think he's a smart ass. But anyway, it's embarrassing. And a lot of texts are coming through. Yeah. Why would our media mob that kid? Let him go. We're talking about Jack Ginnivan. And Sam Mitchell was aware of it before he got on the plane. We've got to protect Jack Ginnivan.
We'll try and protect him as best we can at the airport after what I'm sure is going to be a challenging, we're going to land and there's going to be people there and there's going to be people wanting to discuss, but, we've got a game to prepare for and that'll be our clear focus and I hope everyone respects that.
Well, they didn't, which is poor, and there's a lot of text saying that, but he's not Snoop Dogg. No. He's a small forward that over-celebrates a goal and, on average, won a game.
Well, I think there's, there's history there. This time last year he did, with the Ken Hinkley and the Port scenario, so that didn't help him. And then obviously, the Channel 7 conversation, the reporter at the airport, and then he's wound up about, during the week he got asked after the game, I'm looking forward to get back to Adelaide. So, but he's one of those, there's not many. Well, Bailey Smith's won, he's won, Nick Watson's won.
Polarising.
Yeah, Harley Reid, that generation, they enjoy it. And he's not affected by it.
No, okay.
And that's going to be the challenge for the Crows, and that's why I'm so staunch on Max Michaelani to get him, because I don't think he'll be overawed, he won't get sucked into any of his, rubbish that he goes on with. But you talk about the last month, since he got dropped, so you remember he got dropped for the Easter Monday game against Geelong, which was round 6. So from round 7 on, he's averaged 20 possessions and a goal a game from then.
That's pretty good.
There's only
all due credit.
The other guys that are in that category all made the All-Australian team this year. So he's in good form. Yeah. So don't underestimate the celebrations and all that stuff. He's doing a lot right for his team in the forward line.
Still a smart ass. Unique home-style food text. Campo, it's centre break. Yeah, well, we'll get to all of that, Ray, tomorrow. Tibby gave me some strict instructions.
Okay.
It cannot just be the Crow Show. You need to get some Port content on the show. So I'm going to ask Sam, is there any relevant Port news today?
Sadly not.
It's crickets. But
Sorry,
Timmy,
Tim.
I asked.
Well, there was a little bit yesterday.
Yeah, we
Will
did
Brody.
that.
We did that.
We did that.
There's
nothing today. So we're going to keep the Port theme because they're our second team in town.
Well, I mentioned Jack Ginnivan last year in the Port.
You did?
In the final.
You did.
Yeah,
we'll take that box.
So let's not ignore it. Every caller well, they had their turn last year, went out, didn't they? Goes into the draw to win an AFL Grand Final package. That's flights, accommodation. You might rub hands or shoulders with Snoop Dogg. Get the AFL Grand Final tickets. It is the greatest weekend if you can get to do it. We want our listeners to do it. So 822 300 00. Lines available. Get to it. What changes do you make? what personnel changes do you make or game style? And are you booing Ginnivan, or are you going to do what I'm going to do in the call and just give him the cold shoulder? Ignore him. I don't care what. Just give him the silent treatment. Boo or silence. 8223000.
We might ask Fitzy a little bit later on in the show. He's coming on at 5 o'clock. We're going to have Robert DiPierdomenico on the program as well. DJ Dipper.
Love him.
See how he's going ahead of his Hawks game tomorrow night. We've got Chelsea Randall joining us, newly signed contract with the Crows, award-winning jockey Relle Mils on the back of the Balaclava Cup and the Johnny Letts medal, and team selection, of course, all-important team selection, 5:50 tonight. It's a Crows do-or-die semi-final. We love your calls because everyone that gets to air is on the standby list for that grand final package. So get involved. 8223 0000.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show.
5AA proudly supports Football SA. Congratulations to 2024 NPL Grand Final champions, Campbelltown. Proudly supported by major sponsor Chemist King. Affordable health, beauty and everyday essentials across 9 Adelaide locations. They check prices daily, so you don't have to. It's been a sensational season so far this year. So from 5AA, good luck to all the teams fighting it out for this year's championship. 5AA, a proud supporter of grassroots sport.
Hi, Bronte Manuel from Toop and Toop. Now more than ever, you need an agent who's not just out for a quick sale. You need someone who can stand their ground to ensure you're maximising your home's potential. There's a good reason Toop and Toop is defying market trends and continuing to deliver premium outcomes for its clients. With a history spanning over 40 years and a team of unrivalled experience, Toop and Toop knows what it takes to maximise your results in any selling conditions. Visit toop.com.au to find out more.
For over 50 years, Gliderol has been manufacturing and installing garage doors for South Australian homes. Spring is almost here, so why not improve the street appeal and value of your most prized possession? Order a new Gliderol door with operator before the end of September and you'll receive 2 extra handsets. Plus, we'll remove your existing door for free. Call Gliderol for a free measure and quote on 1300 799 144 or go to gliderol.com.au. Retail customers only. T's and C's apply.
Lines available. Get on the blower. The wait is over. It's grand final time. The rivalries, the excitement, the heart-stopping action all leads to Service FM Stadium.
Yeah, bring your mates, Rowey, family and team colours and be part of the electric atmosphere as SA's top teams fight for glory in the RAA National Premier League Grand Final.
How's this? The Metro Stars, they haven't lost the match for about 8 weeks straight. They're looking for their first grand final win since 2012. But Croydon FC, well, they won't be easy beats. They have a huge comeback season to end in 3rd place, and they want to take it all the way.
Yeah.
Oh, boy, do they what.
Yeah, well, 8 weeks in a row. Good form.
That was the Crows, wasn't it? Were they 9?
Yeah, don't mention it. Experience the passion of grassroots football at its peak. Finals are where memories are made. Full schedules, tickets and updates are live now at footballsa.com.au. Don't just hear about it, be there.
It's time for Explorer Caravan's spring stock clearance at 583 Grand Junction Road. Explorer Caravans is clearing all stock. Save big dollars on leading Aussie brands like Franklin, Viscount and Titanium with vans ready to go. Talk to our experts for all the info and tips. Then get a great deal on a new caravan ready to hit the road and chase the sun. Explorer Caravan spring stock clearance, corner Grand Junction and Prospect Roads.
Thinking of painting and don't know where to start?
We do, because we know paint at Crowey's.
So, visit Crowey's. And while you're there, join Crowey's Club to get 10% off everything.
We know paint at Crowey's.
Over 95% sold. Get your tickets for the Hospital Research Foundation Home Lottery now. Win the $4.6 million grand prize, a single-storey Walkerville home with 4 bedrooms, incredible indoor and outdoor living, and an 8-metre swimming pool. This one is next level, and it could be yours. But tickets are already over 95% sold, so get yours now. homelottery.com.au. Licence M14784.
Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.
I love our fans' passion, but I'm not a fan of bullying. I would encourage our supporters, I'd encourage, put your energy and your intensity behind us and our performance.
25 after 4, that is Matthew Nicks at the press conference today.
Well, you know what's going to happen tomorrow.
You're no chance of not booing him tomorrow.
Well, that's what a lot of... No, I'll be professional.
If he kicks the first one,
well,
I'll have to hold you back.
I don't think a professional broadcaster on an AFL station in 5AA should have one of its commentators booing.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh, well, first for everything. Rossdale Homes, SA's most trusted.
Last week when Quayne got it.
Custom design, fixed pricing, total peace of mind, because trust is a must at Rossdale. Let's check your roads.
Afternoon. Roads are looking really good for their own home day. Got a smaller bingle getting cleaned up at the moment at Chandler's Hill Road near Sugarloaf Road, but no great delays through there. Do have delays at the moment. Fitzroy Terrace North Adelaide, also Tapley's Road Glenelg North. We are slow South Road Glandorf for the ongoing tram overpass works and the speed restrictions associated with that. Got cameras George Street Paradise and Hillier Road at Morford Vale. It's the everyday moments that matter most when your child is ill or injured. You can help family life carry on at Ronald McDonald House. Donate today. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Love the interaction. Hello, Rick and Elizabeth.
G'day, boys. How are we?
Yeah, good.
Firstly, are you okay?
Yes, thank you, Rick. Are you okay?
Yes, I am. Thank you very much, mate.
Good man.
2 points, boys. Like Rowey said, right, ignore Jack Ginnivan.
Ignore him.
Because otherwise, you know, like this young fella, you know, he's had a couple of, you know, lucky goals. Maybe they were talented goals, but you know, he's got a bit of an attitude, and I think he's believing his own press. And I think the more you bring his name out, the bigger his head's going to get. So maybe we should ignore him.
Let's ignore him, Rick. Let's absolutely ignore him. I'm calling the ignore. When he's got a shot at goal, turn your back on him. Don't even clap.
A quick text from Dino. Why wouldn't we get, instead of booing, start a chant like the EPL or the Barmy Army style? Like make a song about Jack Ginnivan and sing the song and see if you can put him off that way, like they do at the cricket. That's clever. I don't mind that.
Well, the Barmy Army used to sing, Warnie's a wanker.
Oh, hang on. I can't put that.
What? Did you dump that?
It's
the
not for
one.
radio.
You're allowed to say that word, surely.
That's not. Kids and cars.
Hello, Dave.
How you going?
Dave.
How you going? You stole my thunder now, Rowey, because I was going to chant Guinea's anchor.
Yeah, well, clever, Dave. Clever. Yeah, well, let's do that. But apparently that's right. That G's him up. No, ignore him. My mum taught me, smart asses you've got to ignore.
When he does one of his actions, you start the chant. I started the chant against Eddie Maguire back in the day when he wanted Port Adelaide to win not to wear the prison bars because he was being an anchor. So.
Okay. Well, your job tomorrow, Dave, in the Southern Stand is get that chant going. And I'll be doing it on 5AA. Hello, Raylene.
Hello, Stephen. You know that I really idolise you and as a presenter and a person, but I'm a little bit disappointed today about the way we're going on about Ginnivan.
Yep.
And if I was lucky enough to go to the footy because I couldn't get tickets, I would not boo. I do not like booing.
Okay.
And to me, we need some personalities in football now. It's a bit dull and dreary sometimes. And with the personalities, it gets people stirred up and either they hate it or love it. And so get some atmosphere going at the footy. It's a bit like mundane sometimes because people are too scared to say or do how they're feeling.
Yeah, well, Raylene, that is a good point. We do like characters. Then we get one, buffheads like me, knock them. Raylene, keep listening because we're going to have our Who Am I? We're going to have 2 tickets. If you're the first caller through with the right answer, you too could be going tomorrow night. We're going to do that. First clue, actually, is current player.
Current Crows player.
Current Crows player.
Well, start scratching down all the clues along the way tonight.
Yeah. Hello, Gregory.
Oh, g'day. Yeah, I'm up in Mackay in Queensland. Thought I'd log in and listen to you guys. So it's good to be on. Just want to go back. I think it was the 98 grand final where the Crows got flogged by Melbourne in the first round.
Correct.
Which resulted in the AFL changing the structure of the finals. But I don't remember who the reporter was or what have been the personality said. I fear this might be waking the sleeping giant.
Well, it did. Whoever said that was right.
Yeah. I just hope that the Crows don't bomb it along to the forward line, and I think they'll be sweet.
Yep. Great call. Well, they won't fall for that 2-card trick again, will they? That was dumb last week.
Well, they won't want to fall for it, but there's an opposition they got to deal with too.
That's exactly right. I'm going to give 2 clues this half hour.
Oh.
I'm an Aries, so I was born in April.
Oh, Aries.
An Aries.
A what? Did I get it wrong?
Zodiac.
Oh. What did I call
Aries. I don't know what you said. He's an Aries or something.
He's an Aries.
I'm a hairy
What
ass.
Aries?
Oh, goodness me.
So my birth sign is April.
Yeah.
Which is what?
Aries.
Aries.
That's it.
Sorry, Aries.
Okay. Well, however you want to say it. 4:30 headlines. We have a Hawthorn great in Dipper joining us next.
The 5AA Sports Show with Rowey and Timmy G. This is 5AA News. Always Adelaide.
Good afternoon, I'm Kendall Brettig and I'm a Scorpio. A murder trial in Adelaide has been aborted after a juror conducted their own research online. The hunt continues in the American state of Utah for the person who shot dead conservative influencer Charlie Kirk. NASA has discovered what it says is the clearest sign of life that's ever been found on Mars. And Geelong midfielder Bailey Smith has privately apologised to a photographer for his expletive-laden outburst at her during training yesterday. Now checking 5AA traffic.
Lynn Andrews Real Estate, experts in commercial and residential property management. lynnandrews.com.au.
Afternoon, getting busy in a few spots of the drive home. Fitzroy Terrace, North Adelaide, Tapley's Hill Road, quite slow. Also got a few delays, Southern Expressway, Trot Park, O'Halloran Hill heading inbound towards Darlington. Take it easy through there. And got slow works at Hillier, Anglevar Road near Stebbin Heath Road. Canberra's Briar Road, Felixstowe and Blacks Road, Gillis Plains. The Chemist Warehouse footy finals, half-price vitamins and cosmetics sale is on now. Stock up and save today. Shop in-store or online now at Chemist Warehouse. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Partly cloudy tonight and again tomorrow, a high of 16, at the moment 15. More news at 5 o'clock on 5AA, always Adelaide.
Bailey Smith is a complete arsehole. What he did to that woman is unacceptable.
David Penberthy and Will Goodings.
And I've got to say, why aren't the Victorian media jumping up and down about this? Let's put it in the modern politically correct language, and I don't actually say that as a pejorative. Does a professional woman have the right to feel safe at work?
Adelaide's leading breakfast show.
Can you imagine if this was a Crows Open training session?
5AA Breakfast.
What went through his head? It's an open media training. Yeah. It wasn't like he was being photographed in the bathroom.
Weekdays from 6 a.m. on 5AA. Always Adelaide.
Get out there and give it heaps in the new Mazda BT50. Take on the toughest terrain and the biggest weekends in the top-of-the-range Mazda BT50 SP. Now from $67,990 drive away. Or get the job done with the worksite-ready BT50 XT 4x4 dual-cab pickup. Now from $54,990 drive away. Visit your local Mazda dealer and drive away today. T's and C's apply. See Mazda.com.au for details.
Build like a brick house. Basic Trailers make quality trailers of all sizes here in Adelaide. Made with Australian steel, you get 12 months warranty and factory direct pricing across SA. Visit basictrailers.com.au. Basic Trailers. Basically better.
Looking forward to this because Timmy G does it really well. It's Barnacle Bill for seafood and much, much more. At Barnacle Bill, tackling lunch and tea is a breeze with big tasty feeds you got to see to believe.
Oh, I love Barnacle Bill. It's one of my favourite. From delicious prawns, fish, calamari, scallops, spring rolls, chips and salads, burgers, schnitzels plus vegan and veggie options, to Barnacle Bill's famous tartare sauce and sweet treats like jelly, gelato, mousse and pineapple fritters.
How good. So if you're hankering for a feast this finals series, what better way to enjoy than reeling in your crew for some fish from the sea?
Yep, SA-owned Rowey franchise serving South Australians quality seafood for over 50 years. It's got to be Barnacle Bill.
Rosanna Mangiarelli here on 7 News. Kangaroo Island tragedy. 2 men killed, the driver arrested. The confusing algal bloom health advice to asthmatics. Plus Jack Ginnivan's airport stunt as the Crows confirm Rochelle's return.
When the mornings start getting warmer and the sun rises a little bit earlier, the dream you let lie dormant over winter wakes. It's time to start with Olympic Industries Spring Sale. Huge savings on locally engineered verandas, carports, garages, tool sheds and more. Start building your dream now. And one day you'll look back at where it all started. In your own backyard. With Olympic Industries Spring Sale. On now.
Something wild, cool and sophisticated has arrived in SA. Omoda Jaku, selling a new SUV and only at Morford Vale, Main South Road.
The 5AA Sports Show with Rowey and Timmy G.
It's 25 minutes to 5. Fitzy's going to join us after 5 o'clock. Crows team selection for their do-or-die semi-final to drop at 5:50. We know Josh Rochelle is in. We'll take your calls as well. 8223 0000. Everyone's in the running that gets to air for that grand final package. Flights, accommodation and 2 tickets so you and a mate can get on the plane and get to Melbourne for a massive grand final weekend. But our next guest has experienced this many times, all thanks to Parafield Airport Liquor, home of the hardest to find wines, beers and spirits. Life's better with your pals.
Well, he's an AFL Hall of Fame inductee, 5 flags, a Brownlow. He is a great fella, everyone's favourite, Berto DiPierdomenico. Dipper, welcome you, legend.
Hello, boys.
Hey, now, Dip, you're coming over for this
Rowey.
mauling tomorrow, where we're going to maul you.
Love it. What's going on, boys? You excited?
Yeah, we are. But are you coming over?
Well, I am. I'm on the way to America first. I'm going to go to LA now because it'll be cheaper to get there from Melbourne than to actually come over. So I'll be taking off at midnight tonight, and I'll be there for the game. Now, unfortunately, I won't be there, but I've got too many things on. As you know, this time of year is really, really busy, but wow, what a game. What a setup this is, you know?
Well, it is. Are you happy with your little yappy smart-ass forwards down there, Dipper?
What's wrong with you, Rowey? That's exactly what you were. Now, Scott was a little bit quiet, but you were a snappy little smart-ass, right? Okay, here's a couple words. Here's a couple of words I want you to understand. Straight sets. Oh, my God. Any football club hates those words because we saw what happened last week. We had two sides who go out and 2 sides who had that double chance, right? Yeah. Fantastic. No one wants to go out in straight sets.
I'm with you.
And that brings a lot more pressure than the week before because at least you had another chance. Yeah, if you had the double chance like Adelaide did and whatever. But it's going to be a ripper game. I thought about 10 weeks ago, I've nominated Adelaide right through.
Wow.
Because the way they played, the way they just moved the ball, they marked, great mark inside, great defence, great middle, great everything. But it all comes down to that finals, mate. You know, it's really interesting, isn't it?
Well, and you know all about that, Dipper. We interviewed one of your old great teammates yesterday, Gary Buckenara, in our segment about where are they now, and you guys absolutely brained it through the 80s. But what do you think about Hawthorn? Where do you think their strengths lie? You spoke about Adelaide. What have you seen that they can probably get it done in September?
I think now that the side has settled down, we've got Mitch Lewis obviously maybe come back this week, whatever, but the side has settled down, and the brand of football is a lot different to last year, as Ray would say, the Hollywood Hawks and whatever. They're a lot more mature, and like players like Ginnivan, you either like him or don't, but he's really been a smart footballer. Every time he gets the ball, Scotty, like he knows what to do with it and what he does with it. And last week, kicking those goals from 1 steps or around the pack with it, he's a big plus. McDonald's obviously kicked 3 last week, it's just going to be a classic football game, but I still reckon Adelaide have got the grit to win this one. They need to win this one because I think if they don't win this one, it's been a waste of a year.
100%.
Even though they came from 15th from last year, whatever, you're so close. You're not going to get these chances all your times, And Hawthorn's the same. Hawthorn got there last year. We missed out, obviously, from Port Adelaide, but it really is a classic game. And actually, both games, I really don't know who to pick, It's just one of those classic games.
Yeah, well, they are 50-50. Now, Sam Mitchell, you think he's learned? He's mentioned that they were in the same position last year. Yeah. They were playing some really good footy. This year, arguably, I think they're playing better footy this year and more consistent. Finishing 8th on the ladder probably didn't really do them justice for the back half of the year that they produced. What have you seen in Sam Mitchell that's probably changed?
I think Sam is a lot more tolerant of his boys. So last year he sort of went away. He went with it, but this year he's put a bit of a stamp on it.
Yep.
And he dropped Mitchell last week. CJ hasn't been clear in or clear out. He's dropped players when
Ginnivan
he's
as well.
absolute. And that's what he's got to do. Like every side's got to do that because. There's only a certain amount of players can go play. You might play all year, but you might keep dropping that last game. But it happened to me in '91. I didn't play in the '91 grand final. Obviously, I was injured, but I was expected to play. But you just don't know what the makeup of the side's going to be. But all the kerfuffle that you guys have had down there, that is in the past now. And now it's all about, okay, guys, you got one more chance, and this is it. And we know, boys, finals make you or break you for the rest of your life. The rest of your life,
And they made you,
it's just exciting.
It is.
The Gold Coast. I mean, they're kids.
Oh, I know.
They don't care. Let's just go. Let's go play footy.
Well, they did. How good was Rowey last week? Anyway.
He's been good, Rowey. He's just a bulldog. Actually, they got 4 or 5 bulldogs in there, but Rowey is just exceptional, isn't he? I mean, he's a different player to Anderson. Anderson has got a bit more class about him, and the fairy tale, of course, Swallow kicking that point or the goal. It had everything, but this is what we expect in finals. It's not an easy game, and, I'm not expecting that tomorrow night's going to be easy for either side.
Well, Mr. September was Dipper, and we thank you for coming on, Dipper. Hey, now, I'm a stats man. You know that, Dipper. The 8th-place team has never beaten the first-place team in a home final in the modern era. So Hawthorn are going to have to break history and make it.
You know what?
Yep.
You know what stats are all about?
What?
Stats are all about breaking them. So there you are.
Okay.
Someone's got 40, I'll get 41.
Yeah,
like in cricket, all the stats that come out of cricket, just stay in your crease and bat out, right?
Yeah.
And the Hawks are going to be there. The Hawks know about the Adelaide situation, and I just think it's going to be a great game. I think Adelaide are favourites for it, and I've said Adelaide throughout the year. But it's a side Hawthorn that Hawthorn don't fear anyone. I can understand that.
Yeah. Now, Dipper, we love having you on, mate.
Thanks, mate.
Do we call you DJ Dipper now? And we're hearing after you've been in Mykonos, you're going to be performing with Snoop Dogg Grand Final Day.
Now, Snoop Dogg did ask me, but I just said, listen, mate, I'm just not ready for da-da-da-da-da. I'm in the 80s music and the 60s music. Don't worry, Rowey. I'll be in Adelaide and I'll be playing some tunes, I just love it. I went to Mykonos, as you know, and found myself on stage with Dom Dolla, one of the greats of the DJ world. Had the best time. Lovely guy. And now I've got the bug. I've just got the... Matt Newey's obviously a DJ. CJ's a DJ. Why can't Dipper be a DJ?
Well, maybe we can get you with Fisher at the Live Golf in February, Dipper.
Oh,
that would be a nice duo.
You know what? That is on my agenda.
There you go. Ring Pete.
Malinaskis.
We'll see if we can pass it on to him.
So what do you think about the game, just quickly on your side?
Well, I'm nervous, Dipper, because you're right, the straight sets. I truly think, without any bias, and it's hard for me, Dip, I truly think Crow's best is better. Now, can they bring it for 120 minutes? Hawthorn are going to have their moments, but Hawthorn will have their moments where they're not good. Last week, GWS kicked 10 goals from stoppage and kicked 7 unanswered goals against them. So they're vulnerable. They're vulnerable in that area. It'll be a game of momentum, and it's whoever can put their best out there for longer. So, and I'm just confident it can be the Crows, but not with real confidence.
It's a great game for everybody, and cut out the booing. It's just not necessary. Okay.
Okay. Well, okay. Well, I actually like booing, Dipper. I'm a booer, Dipper.
Yeah, you're a booer. Okay. Geez, I'd like to write a little children's book about you. And there's Rowey with the kids. What's he saying?
Hey, Dip, 5 flags of Brownlow, one of the greats. We love you, mate. Well done.
Good on you, boys.
I hope your team wins. Good on you.
See you guys.
Well done, Dipper.
What a star.
And
wow.
Look, he is. You would have missed him.
I missed him.
You would have just missed him, I reckon.
Thank goodness. Because he played wing. Can you imagine me on him? He would have eaten me.
He would have. He would have snapped you over his knee.
I would have had to been real quick on my feet. Don't worry about that. No, great player.
Go and watch his highlights. Like, he's tough, but God, he was skillful too.
Well, you don't win a Brownlow.
What, he's a Brownlow medalist. 5 flags. Missed out 91, would have been 6. 4 night premierships. Of a great era. Great era.
Did you ever get interviewed by him after a game or anything like that either?
I don't
Back in his heyday?
remember. No, I don't remember.
The big trench coat?
Mate, I was down the bottom of the pile. There's 20 other blokes ahead of me. Kernahan, Bradley, Silvani. They didn't want me.
He's a great performer now, but I mean, back in the day, and he wouldn't mind this, he wasn't the best boundary rider.
That's why he's in the Hall of Fame. He was loved.
Oh, I love him.
When you're after that special drop, trust your pals to have it. Parafield Airport Liquor, home of the hardest to find wines, beers and spirits. Life is better with your pals. We'll keep taking your calls straight after we check roads.
G'day there. Roads looking really good for the run home today. We're a little bit slow at the moment than the Southern Expressway inbound through Trop Park and O'Halloran Hill as heading towards Darlington. We're getting busy Taplers Hill Road, Glenelg North as per normal. And those works are slow at the intersection of Marion Road and Anzac Highway, North Plimpton. Cameras, Main South Road, Hackham and Hillier Road at Morford Vale. It's M-Dad Mazda, Saturday, September 13. For one day only, get an unmissable offer on top of existing drive-away deals on select models. Don't miss out this M-Day. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show.
Right now at Formula Honda, drive away in the CR-V Hybrid 24 build from $56,900 or the Honda ZR-V Hybrid 24 build from $51,900. That's a price reduction of $3,000. Plus, get 8 years unlimited kilometre warranty and roadside assist across the entire SUV range. But you'd better hurry. These offers are only available until September 30. T's and C's apply. Test drive at Formula Honda today. Glen Osmond Road, Glen Osmond or North East Road, Modbury.
Imagine moving into a brand new apartment where everything is ready, waiting and designed for the way you want to live. Discover the perfect blend of comfort and style at Living Choice Flagstaff Hill Retirement Village. Our stunning move-in ready apartments are designed for easy living, surrounded by first-class amenities that make every day a little more enjoyable. From wellness facilities to vibrant social spaces, you'll find a community where life feels effortless and rewarding. Explore luxury retirement living at its best. livingchoice.com.au.
Your old hot water system can drive as much as 40% of your energy bill. Fortunately, you can upgrade to something that's 70% cheaper to run thanks to Right Price. They're the leaders in heat pumps and installation. Now's the time to upgrade and save money on a more efficient hot water system and take advantage of government incentives and free installation. Reduce your energy costs today with a heat pump from Right Price. Make the switch with Right Price Hot Water.
At Right Price, heating and cooling, you can get the price right at Right Price.
Gee, old Dipper got me, didn't he?
He did.
You're a smart ass, right? What is that DJ stuff?
Well, he's doing the mixing.
Just push play. What do you mean mixing?
He's mixing this music. Mixing the music.
That's what he does.
Get up with it.
Right,
Buy
cool.
Rory one. He'll love it. He will. There's no drums or anything anymore. It's all electric.
It's all electric.
Yeah.
Okay. Bit like Crowies. You'll love it. They've got all the answers when you go in the store. They're just superb. So they say, what are you painting or staining? I'm doing a chair. Well, okay. Or a door or a wall, a house. Is it steel? Is it metal? Is it tiles? Do I need to undercoat it? Do I need to give it 2 coats, 3 coats? Do I sand between coats? Do I let it dry for 24 hours? Whatever you want, they'll give you the answers. And I love that. Because when you paint, you only want to do it once. Don't you?
Well, I pay for a painter for professionals
okay,
like you.
Cool. Well, and it's spring, so what tends to happen is your wife walks out the front door and says, gee, I wouldn't mind those eaves getting a little lick. You know, just the fascia and the eaves and the scotia.
Timber windows are a little bit dry with the oil.
That's exactly right. So now's the time. They only sell premium quality paints. They being Crowies. So visit crowiespaints.com.au for a store near you.
Hi, I'm Lynn Andrews. For over 50 years, the Lynn Andrews team have made it easy for landlords to manage residential and commercial property. From single homes to multiple commercial holdings, our passion for property investment means we have a great deal of knowledge. How to do it safely and properly, matching the right tenant with the right property every time. We're here to help you. Visit lynnandrews.com.au.
Things are heating up at Adelaide's largest selection of fireplaces, the Home of Fire. Get massive savings on wood, gas and electric heating and check out their outdoor kitchens.
The Home of Fire, for all your flaming needs.
The Home of Fire, 126 McGill Road, Norwood.
Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.
Especially if you finish on top and you lose that first week. The first point was to acknowledge, you can see the disappointment of the players. You've got to acknowledge the disappointment and maybe the lost opportunity in that particular game. But you've also got to straight afterwards turn pretty quickly into, but we finished on top for a reason. We deserve to finish on top and we deserve the next opportunity that's coming our way. We deserve to have the home final again. And you've got to reinforce the fact that you've done the hard work and we've earned the right to get another final. And when you've earned that right, you can pretty quickly switch the switch on the players and they can start to look at the positives and really embrace the challenge that's ahead.
10-5, John Longmire on AFL 360 last night. He's been there in those tough situations, so
That's fair. Words. You can.
Yeah, that's how to navigate out.
I don't think you can ever flick a switch, and I agree with Dipper. That was great chat to him. The pressure's on Adelaide. You don't want to go out in straight sets. Here's a text on the Unique Home Style Food text. Oh, Rowey, when Dipper calls you dumb, mate, you've got problems. What's he saying? He reckons I could write a children's book. What do you do?
No, he could write one about you. I think was.
God. Well, that's not good. What are you saying, mate? Here's the second clue. Slash the third. This is for tickets to the Crows-Hawks sold-out final tomorrow night. Premium tickets. Write the clues down before 6. We'll give you a chance to call in. I was a low draft pick. Now, low meaning 50 plus.
Okay.
So high would be 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep.
A low draft pick. I was a low draft pick. 50 plus. Get to it.
All right.
Hello, Steve.
Oh, g'day, guys. How we doing?
Yeah, good, Steve. Getting excited for tomorrow, mate.
Excitedly nervous, all the rest of it.
Me too.
I just got to say, Roy, you keep throwing fuel on this Ginnivan fire, and I love it because we need more characters. I reckon this game of ours that we love is just slowly getting very vanilla and netballish. So I reckon we need this these characters. You know, all of them. I want more, to be honest. And so what, Clipping the Bird. And another thing that really, if I can say, peed me off, is these journos that roll up and throw microphones in their faces.
Yeah.
I reckon good on Ginnivan for turning.
Sorry, Steve, we won't bring you back because the magic word dropped then. So he's talking about these reporters that rock up at... Now, you work for Channel 7. They have producers, and the producer would have said to 7, 9, 10, 2, ABC, all of them, go to Ginnivan, wouldn't they?
Well, content.
That's exactly right. So he is a walking, talking billboard. And he got mobbed.
Well, what else are they going to talk about?
But that's what I'm saying.
Well, the ins and outs for the game, they'll do that at Channel at 6 o'clock.
Right.
So they need something else.
So they're hoping that he says something or flips a bird or pushes a camera or gives ammunition to the Crows. Oh, look, we're just here to, whatever, because we're concentrating on Geelong the next week.
Are we? I don't think we like the fact that there's characters in the game.
I do.
Like everyone, like media, the supporters, the opposition, all that. But I think it's when it's a little bit smart alecky that people just tips it.
He's tipped it. I think he's tipped it.
Yeah.
What was that one where he pointed to his head?
Oh, the celebration.
The celebration.
But I reckon if you're working out celebrations and different ones for each game, you're not concentrating, I think, on the team things. I'll give you a stat.
Well, Josh Rochelli did it.
Well, he did, and I didn't like it. Point to his teeth. And they ended up dropping him, basically, and he's tidied himself up, and he's great. I love his energy, but even Nixie spoke about his energy in that. He only averages 1 tackle a game inside 50, Ginnivan. That'd be one thing if I was his captain and coach saying, I'd like to get that to an elite level.
He's kicking goals, though, and setting them up.
Well, he does, and he's doing that very well. Well, yeah, you're probably right. Shut up, Stephen, you clown. Hello, Ange.
G'day, boys. How are you?
Yeah, good.
I want to talk about Bailey Smith. Then I want to talk about another rumour I heard about maybe an outgoing coach too. So, the AFL on holidays, because it seems the Dacos swearing, nothing's happened. Bailey Smith abuses a female reporter. Like, we're dead set on this TV stuff. Now, that's someone's wife, girlfriend, mother, grandmother. He should be reported for that. That's like, the lady was just there taking photos, minding her own business, and he carries on like a pork chop. Geelong hasn't come up and said, yes, has apologised now, but why is the AFL let this kind of thing happening?
Well, Ange, I don't reckon Chris Scott would have walked past that. I don't reckon that club would have.
Well, it's a good point, and I think we all are on the same page. This is what Gary Lyons said on 360 last night.
really disappointing. It's unacceptable. It's not good enough, and it shouldn't be indulged. You can't have it both ways, Bailey. That's what we've got to here. You ask for understanding, you bravely, bare your soul, and then you undo all your good work by belittling a photographer who's just trying to do his job, or her job in this instance. So just be better, Bailey. Be a better man than that. I think the footy world has tried to understand and accept that no one's perfect, and you've got your shortcomings, as we all have. But there's been way, way better players than you, mate, that have had to put up with more than that and have been able to do it with a degree of class. So we respect you. Pay it back. Pay it back.
Wow, they're good words. He's good, isn't he?
Well, you can't argue with that.
You cannot argue
with that.
Anything he said.
No,
and he's
I think it's spot on. Yeah.
Spot on. Well done, Ange. Thanks for that.
Yeah,
Let's go to Seaton. Hello, Maria.
Hello, boys. How are you?
Good.
Well, it's going to be not hopefully, it's going to be a winning weekend this weekend because I've got faith in the Crows that they're going to come through. And also I would like to give a shout-out to Croydon FC. They're in a fight the final tomorrow night, and to my son because he's the assistant coach there. And so we'll hopefully to have a double celebration tomorrow night.
How good. How good.
Yes,
well, you got the Metro Stars. We read that ad. And they've won 8 in a row. And Croydon FC, well, they're doing really well. You're a good chance tomorrow, Maria.
I'm telling you, it's going to be celebrations all around.
Okay. Well,
hopefully.
What if I said to you only one of them could win, the Crows or Croydon FC?
Oh, no. No.
Come on, Maria.
Blood's thicker than water.
To me.
I'm not going to do it to you.
Blood's thicker than water, Maria. Don't get sucked in.
Of course it is. Come on, Croydon. Go, Croydon.
There you
well
go.
done.
Good
Get
girl.
down there. That Service FM Stadium.
Yeah.
If you haven't been there,
it's a good
my
setup.
God,
It's a good setup.
It's a ripper. Maria, thanks for that. And guess what Maria's in? The running for the AFL package.
Fights,
just by calling.
accommodation,
How
tickets for you
good.
and a friend. It's all what you are in the running for if you get to air with us. So call in, be a part of the show. We'd love to hear from you. 8223 0000. We're going to hear from Fitzy after the news.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show.
Jayco's 50th anniversary mega sale is now on, with prices starting from just $24,990, massive deals on campers, pop tops, caravans and more. With flexible finance options, there's never been a better time to start your next adventure. Visit your local Jayco dealer today.
Healthy soil is the key to a thriving garden. Good soil needs a mix of organic matter, nutrients and biology, all of which you will find in Chock-a-Block, a new super compost from Nutrog. Chock-a-Block is a unique blend of nutrition, microbes and humates, with absolutely no green waste, meaning it's consistent all year round. Chock-a-Block, easy to remember, as it's literally chock-a-block full of goodness. Look out for the green and gold bale in your local hardware or garden centre.
Looking for your perfect home? At Rossdale Homes, we can make it happen. Explore our huge range of house and land packages today at rossdalehomes.com.au. With a variety of designs, locations and prices to suit every budget, your new home is just a click away. Got your own home design in mind? No problem. We'll customise a package just for you, backed by our fixed price guarantee. Rossdale Homes, your local SA builder, because trust is a must.
If you want to hear a great story, and I do love this company, it's a South Australian company, here's some terrific news about one of our favourite locals, Gallipo Foods. Seb and his brother and the team love this mob, so generous in the community too. How good is this? How good is this? Gallipo Foods has just taken out the award for the 2025 Best Food Service Distributor in the whole of Australia.
That's Gallipo's, listen to this, Rowey, 6th time at winning it.
How
It's
good.
unbelievable. What an amazing achievement for a proud South Aussie family-owned company that's a premiership-level stuff right there.
They're just rippers. They keep doing it. And there's not just sitting back and saying, well, we're Gallipo Foods. No. They've just launched their brand new app, making it even easier for customers to order from over 10,000 different food products. When COVID hit, that really hurt the business because their business is to service cafes and restaurants and all that. So they got online, and the online was magnificent. Now they've got the app. They're just leaders.
Yeah.
They're the best.
Well, and 10,000 food products. That's unbelievable. That's like having every game day snack, pub meal and cafe treat that you can think of all sorted.
Well, hello, I need this app. Congratulations again to Gallipo Foods. They're brilliant. Awarded Australia's Best Food Service Distributor.
Breaking news. Chai latte and a chocolate donut is good for you.
Maybe not when it comes to calories, but it is good for the soul. Cafe Hoppability in Fullerton is operated by Holistic Care SA and provides meaningful and rewarding jobs for keen workers who live with disability. And because you're doing a generous deed, you can grab a second donut guilt-free. Next lunch break, do something that's good for you and others. Cafe Hoppability Fullerton, just up from the roundabout.
Go Harvey Norman Footy Finals. Invite all the fans to watch the big games with your new big screen TV. Buy now with hot deals on selected big brand TVs. Plus get bonus local delivery and installation. Take care of halftime drinks with a new fridge and get bonus local delivery. That's right, buy a selected fridge now at Harvey Norman and get bonus local delivery. Get set for the big games at Harvey Norman now. Best brands, best range, best prices guaranteed. Conditions and exclusions apply.
The latest local, national and international news for South Australia. This is 5AA News, always Adelaide.
Partly cloudy tonight and tomorrow a high of 16. With the 5 o'clock news, I'm Kendall Brettig.
As finals footy gets tougher, nothing's built tougher than TJM 4x4, Nailsworth, Ranella and now Mount Gambier.
The Glen Holton murder trial has been sensationally aborted after a juror ignored instructions and did their own research online. A mistrial's been declared in the case against Michael Craig Stanley, which began earlier this month. He's pleaded not guilty to shooting Mr Holton at Edwardstown in December 2022 and leaving him to die in the gutter. He'll return to court next week for a directions hearing at which a new trial date will be set. Penalties for jurors who disregard the instructions of a judge can result in fines or, in extreme cases, prison time. A manhunt is continuing for the person who shot dead a key Conservative influencer in the US. Charlie Kirk was speaking at an event at a Utah university when he was shot in the neck. The US President Donald Trump has released a statement paying tribute and raising concerns about what he's called radical left violence.
Charlie was a patriot who devoted his life to the cause of open debate and the country that he loved so much, the United States of America. He fought for liberty, democracy, justice, and the American people.
A man from the UK is among 2 people killed in a car rollover at Cuttlefish Bay on Kangaroo Island last night. The 26-year-old and a 55-year-old from Woodcroft died. The driver, a 42-year-old man from Hackham West, received minor injuries. He's now been charged with 2 counts of causing death by careless use of a motor vehicle. Adelaide's push to host the COP31 Climate Summit has been discussed at a meeting between the Premier and King Charles in London. The finer details of the meeting are private, but Peter Malinowska says given the monarch's strong stance on climate change, he'd love to see him here if we play host.
Now, that's for the federal government to invite him to, and I've got to be a bit careful about what I say here, but probably was inclined to take the opportunity to say, if we have this in Australia and in Adelaide, it would be, a prescient and a magnificent opportunity for him.
Opposition leader Susan Lee has formally apologised to the Indian community for comments made by a high-profile senator. Michael Packy reports.
Ms Lee has sacked Jacinta Nampijinpa-Price from her front bench team after the Liberal senator failed to endorse her leadership. The issue came to a head after Senator Price claimed Labor favours Indian migrants to shore up its vote. The comments angered members of the Indian community and Liberal MPs. She admits the comments were clumsy, but has refused to apologise. Ms Lee has now done that on behalf of the Liberal Party.
May I take this opportunity to apologise to all Indian Australians.
Senator Price's colleagues admit she had to quit the Shadow Ministry if she couldn't support the leader. But Andrew Hastie argues the matter should have been dealt with much sooner.
It's sad that it's taken a week to get to this point. It didn't have to get to this point.
Ms Lee says it's now time to move on and hold the Albanese government to account.
And a new person has taken over as the world's richest man. Oracle's co-founder and its largest individual shareholder, Larry Ellison, is now number 1. The 81-year-old's fortune hitting $101 billion. Oracle is a multinational tech company headquartered in Texas. Now Now turning to 5AA Sport.
Whether your block's the size of Adelaide Oval or the Gold Square, customise your build with Sterling Homes.
The Crows have confirmed a big inclusion for tomorrow night's semi-final against Hawthorn. Jordan Tunbridge reports.
Josh Rachele will play his first game for the Crows since injuring his knee in round 17. Coach Matthew Nix confirming the crafty forward selection for Friday's semi-final against the Hawks.
Is he ready to go? Yeah, he's ready to go. 10 weeks of hard work and should get the reward for that.
Meantime, the Suns have hinted they won't tag Lions mid Hugh McCluggage in Saturday's semi, despite the Cat's success in limiting his influence last week. Carlton CEO Graham Wright insists Wantaway forward Charlie Curnow is a required player and wants him to finish his career with the Blues. And James Aish has announced his retirement after playing 186 games with Fremantle, Collingwood and Brisbane.
There are calls for Bailey Smith to be fined by the AFL for abusing a photographer during training. The Geelong Stars apologised privately to the woman for swearing and raising his middle finger at her. Footy commentator Tony Shaw says the AFL needs to punish him for his behaviour.
How many times have they thrown it out about the respect and responsibility for women? It's a massive thing, and I really thought they might have given him a fine because he's been involved in a couple of incidents like the bird. That should be an automatic $5,000, but gee, I wish they gave that stuff to charity instead of the AFL Christmas party.
And the A-League fixtures out. Adelaide United will play their season opener against Sydney FC at Coopers Stadium on October 17. Now checking 5AA traffic.
Lynn Andrews Real Estate. Experts in commercial and residential property management. lynnandrews.com.au.
G'day there. A Dry Creek, a breakdown on the North-South Motor and a Globe Derby Drive. A crash at Salisbury, Howarder Park Tourists. And another breakdown, this one's at Crafers West. She's on the freeway, the Crafers exit, but not causing too many delays. So that's okay. Busy at the moment, Tapley's Hill Road, Glenelg North, slow. Fitzroy Tourist North Adelaide with a camera. Education Road at Happy Valley. Want to feed the family for less? Try Porto's whole chicken with your choice of basting. Add a family chips. Just $19.95. Get yours now only at a Porto. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Get the Toyota Forklift Advantage. Visit toyotaMaterialHandling.com.au.
Partly cloudy tonight and tomorrow, a high of 16. Mostly sunny Saturday, 19. Partly cloudy Sunday, 22. And showers for Monday, 21. At the moment, 14. Now let's hear what's happening on 9 News tonight.
I'm Kate Collins. Tonight, anger and chaos in the US as a Trump ally is assassinated. SA's Premier meets the King, then the King meets Harry. How a different day in London unfolded. How to get $1,100 in free dental care for your kids. And Hawk star Jack Ginnivan flips the camera on the media as he arrives in Adelaide for the Crows clash. 9 News, your news, nightly at 6 on 9 and 9 now.
The news and issues that matter to South Australia. Always Adelaide. This is 5AA. Rowey and Timmy G. The 5AA Sports Show.
It's 7 minutes after 5 on this Thursday night, team selection night. So for Crows fans at 5:50, we'll be able to tell you how many are in and how many are out. And Josh Rachele will be one of them returning tomorrow night in their do-or-die semi-final. We'll speak to Crows champion Chelsea Randall and award-winning jockey Relle Mils later on tonight as well. Plus, we have the very last tickets to give away to the Crows sold-out final tomorrow night. So Rowey's got some more clues to dish out. So stay listening along the way. We'll give some more of them out very soon. Plus your calls. Every caller that gets to air is on the standby list for flights, accommodation and tickets to the 2025 AFL Grand Final. But right now, if you jump on the Stillwell Hyundai live stream, we have a special guest.
We do. Last time we had him on was after a game. He told me to be humble, Campo, and I took those words literally. The very next minute, I blew the living gizzards out of that thing, and it...
Yeah, you did your own little piece.
Former Crow, Nova Network legend, the Cockle Divers #1 ticket holder, Father of the Year, one of our favourites, Fitzy!
Rowey Campo, actually, I just listened to the news as well, but you didn't answer one major question. Did Timmy Ginnivan get upgraded to business on the way over to Italy? Does anyone know that?
No, we don't, but he was itching for it.
Okay. Well, just keep me updated on that if you can. I'll be sitting by my phone.
Why would he need to go in business?
Well,
He's
that's
not
true.
tall enough to go in business.
Hey, Campo, with someone who's 6'6" and struggles in economy big time, Timmy Ginnivan is one of those who sits in economy and his legs don't even hit the floor. He can have his legs up. He can actually lay down on his feet.
He'll hear this. We're in trouble when he gets back.
Now, Fitzy, we're here to talk about the Crows, but Jars has got your cockle divers into a prelim. Pick one. They win or the Crows win?
Oh, Rowey,
yes.
Don't you even dare put this white, and it's like, what was that? What's the Mexican ad where the little girl goes, why can't we do both?
Yeah.
Porque las dos.
That's it.
Yes, and you know what? Why can't we? So, no, I'm very excited. It kicks off tomorrow night, and you know what, boys? I honestly believe, we were due. We had such a great run of wins.
Yep.
There are a lot of boys that were down, and that's understandable. You can't be up every week. So, if a few of those boys turn their games around, I'm very, very confident that we can knock off this Hawthorn outfit.
What are you worried about, Fitzy? Like in terms of Hawthorn and, what they can bring?
Yeah, they are. Look, they're a very attacking side, Campo. We know that. But, their biggest loss for the year was against us. So I know that we can do it, and you know what? The boys just need to believe in themselves. We're hearing rumours of, that the flu went through the team, and anyone who's had it, that does rock you a little bit. There was a few boys that were off. If we stick to what we know, our game plan is what got us to 18 wins this year. So,
correct.
I mean, Nixie would be drilling that into the boys day after day. And if we can just bring that, without a doubt, we can knock them off again. I'm confident.
And you're happy with Josh Rochelli's inclusion? You'd take the risk?
Yeah, I think you need to. I think last week it was Maxi Michaelani had to go to Jamie Elliott, I thought. And when you get someone like Josh Rochelli back, he can go and into that forward role. He's not going to set the world on fire. We can't expect him to. But I think his role will be, pressure, but also just to bring a couple of goals, and that's what Josh Rochelli does. He snags a couple of goals here and there, and in the finals, where it's going to be low scoring, it's not going to be high scoring, he could be really, really valuable to us.
You're moving Maxi back this week, Fitzy? Maybe Bond out? There seems to be one change. We'll have the team just before 6.
Oh, without a doubt, Rowey.
Yeah.
I mean, that kid is... He's only been beaten 3 times this year. I think Champion Data spoke about it during the week. He's been beaten 3 times this year. He's never... I think he's one-on-one contests. He never gets beaten. Like, he's just so good as a defender. So I think we just have to put him back to where we've had our most success this year, and then work the team around that.
You're an Aussie. You're a scallywag. You're clever. You're witty. You know where the line is, Fitzy, and that's what we all love about you. Then on the other side, there's a bloke called Jack Ginnivan who's just a smart ass. Now, what advice would you give him, Fitzy? You know how he carries on. Just give him some solid Fitzy advice.
Well, no, do you know what? I'm looking you in the eye. And you know what? This is what we love about you, Stephen Rowe, is that you're a scallywag and you're a bit of a smart ass as well. But we need characters like this in the game. I laughed so hard when I saw how many cameramen rocked up at Adelaide Airport today when he arrived.
God.
Look, and do you know what? Even though he had his head down and his headphones on, he loves it. Yeah. He absolutely loves it. He'll play it up. You know what? It's inevitable and it's unfortunate, but tomorrow night, and it just kills me that our fans do this, but they will boo him. And I was so disappointed last weekend when it happened as well with Isaac Quainer. But you know what? These are the characters. Bailey Smith's having a go at a paparazzi at training yesterday. Like this, we need characters like this in the game. Rowey, you were one of them. Jars was another one, and I love it. I absolutely adore it.
Yeah, okay. Well, we've got somebody that just sent a text through, which is fair enough. So it's okay to ban someone for 5 weeks for a homophobic slur, but it's not it's not okay, but it's okay to abuse a woman just sitting there doing her job. Now, I think that is double standards. Nothing's happened to him. He had to apologise afterwards, but, you know, he was abusive to that girl that did the cameraman. That is double standards, Fitzy, and AFL's full of double standards.
Yeah, what you need to understand, though, is I don't think it's the first time that Bailey Smith has seen that paparazzi. And I work with a young lass by the name of Kate Ritchie, boys, and unfortunately I've seen what they do, and they follow these people around, and it is some of the stuff that they do and come out of it. It's really, really scary, and Kate's really feared for her safety sometimes with, having photographers over a back fence and stuff like that. So, yeah, I think there's more of a backstory to this. Everyone wants to know everything about Bailey Smith and his love life and what's going on, and he always gives a bit back. But, I'll back him.
So that lady in the stand wasn't for News Limited or somebody
she was a
like
Herald
that?
Sun photographer.
Okay, so she wasn't Fitzy. She wasn't a...
But often those people in those roles are contractors. She might be doing some personal stuff and then selling it on the basis of what Fitzy's probably saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
But they, you know what? Anyone can be a photographer, and this is the thing. Once you get those photos, you on-sell them. And I actually know a woman who's she's a broker, so she buys the photos, Rowey. So, and this is the thing. She rings me sometimes and said, "Oh my God, we've got photos of Stephen Rowe and his bloody Speedos in the backyard. They're absolutely gross, and we can sell them for $50 a pop." And I said, "Yeah, I'll buy them and take them off your hands."
What do we make for it? Well, I've just moved into 88 O'Connell. I might just hang out the front and show everybody my hernia tomorrow morning. So
Poor Chibo.
If you want to sit in commercial street,
Chibo's going to be flat as a pancake.
Worth nothing.
Hey, and there'll be me in the Reggie White front pointing at my hernia. Have a look at this.
Rowey.
I thought you would have blown up more that you got 50. There's no way you'd get $50 for those photos.
All right, Fitz. So, Fitzy, you can have the final word. You keep us level. You see the game well. You're as passionate as anyone about our boys. Campo and I both think that the Crows' best is better. So tell us how they win and why and how much. Come on.
Look, I agree. Last week was very disappointing. We all sat there. We were at Adelaide Oval when we watched it. There was a lot of boys that were down.
Yep.
We had 10 minutes of football in the third quarter, which determined the game, but then we got within 17 points to them in the last quarter. It's amazing that we actually got back. And when we attack, when we need to get back, we are such an amazing team to watch. Now, I don't want to be in that position. I want to be ahead and I want to hold that lead all the way. But I really do think that these boys have belief. I've been to training a few times and these boys now, it's amazing the belief that they have. So I don't know how much that can change in 1 week, boys. I'm hoping it was just a blimp on the radar and they come out this week and absolutely annihilate the Hawks.
I'm with you, Fitzy. Unique Homestyle Food text, we're interactive here, Fitzy. Here's one. Please wish Fitzy's son luck for the under-13 grand final this weekend. That's from Lincoln from the Vikings. Is your young colt in a granny?
Yeah, well, we knocked off Happy Valley, the Vikings, by 2 points last weekend, and Lenny's a first-year player in the 13s. Congratulations to little Reeve Tilbrook as well. He won the under-13s male medal on Monday night, so we've got a little gun in the side. But the boys are up. Tough one this week, boys. The Ranella Wineflies. They're a very, very good club. You know that, Campo. They're going to be tough to beat.
Well, you've got 3 now. So we'll go back to Rowey's first question. You can only get
Cockle divers.
Yeah, Sun or the Crows. Which one is it?
Don't be greedy.
Bad luck, Crows. I've got to back my son all the way.
Well done. Well done, Fitzy. Love you, mate. Great work.
Love you, boys. Go the Crows.
Yeah, go the Crows. That is it. Go the bloody Crows.
Yep.
I started the show a little shaky, a bit nervous, because I'm out and about with the complete boys down there, and you get people all coming, Roy, they can't win the next one. Yeah, they can, they can't, they can. I think tomorrow there'll be a level of confidence about them when the crowd files in, and Fitzy's right. They will not make the same mistake twice.
No.
The coaches won't and those players won't. Now, if that is to be said, and it's a cutthroat final, I have the confidence there'll be a response, and a big one.
No, I think we're all on the same page with that.
Well done.
Well, tell us how you feel. 8223 0000 is the number. 18 after 5. Here's your traffic.
Afternoon, a crash at Salisbury. Look out for quite big delays through there at the moment. The Salisbury Holiday Park Terrace. If you're heading towards Moana, got a crash there too. Commercial Road near Wentworth Street. Busy right now. South Road at Edwardstown, quite slow. Marion Road at the Anzac Highway intersection with cameras. George Street Paradise and Elizabeth Road at Christie Downs. Check out Foodland's late week specials. Australian raspberries, 125 grams, $4.95 a punnet. Yes, just $4.95. Hurry, and it's tomorrow at Foodland. Great food lives here. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
The 5AA Sports Show with Rowey and Timmy G.
Footy finals are here, and thanks to our mates at Thomas Farms, we're firing up the barbecues.
Every day this week, weigh in on our footy debate. It's the kind you'd have standing around the barbie, and you could score a $150 meat tray, plus everyone who wins goes into the draw for the ultimate footy barbecue upgrade, including a brand new Weber Q.
So, Modra or Hodges, greatest SA player ever. Call in, have your say, and you could be grilling in style this final season.
Up the stakes are your finals footy barbie with Thomas Farms footy finals boxes, a top quality SA beef, lamb, pork and chicken. Order online at thomasfarms.com.au.
City Discount Tires. Get saving now with City Discount Tires. We're offering great deals on the world's top brands in tires, wheels, suspension and parts. Suitable for four-wheel drives, SUVs and passenger cars, including Falcon, Michelin, Pirelli, Kumho, Hankook and many more. Finance options available. Search citydiscounttires.com.au and locate your nearest dealer today. City Discount Tires. We're driven by value. City Discount Tires.
It feels like finals this weekend. The 2025 Host Plus Sandford League Final Series is taking over Adelaide Oval this Sunday. See Glenelg take on Norwood in a win-or-go-home preliminary final at 3:15. The winner will see Sturt in a huge grand final next weekend. Plus, don't miss the Sandford under-16 and under-18 grand finals beforehand. Tickets from Ticketek. Visit sandford.com.au/finals for details. The Host Plus Sandford League Final Series. Nothing beats it.
When it comes to buying and selling property, you need an agent who's not just out for a quick sale. You need someone who can stand their ground and ensure maximising your home's potential. There's a good reason Toop & Toop is defying market trends and continuing to deliver premium outcomes for its clients.
They do, and we all know the name, Toop & Toop, for 40 years. Bronte and his entire team, they understand the market like no other. They know what it takes to maximise results for your property in any selling condition. Anyone can flip a house when the market's up. So if you're thinking about putting your house on the market, or you just want to, what's it worth, love? Come on, let's get him in. Let's get Toopy in. Toop & Toop, Adelaide's trusted real estate advisors.
Tired of rising power bills?
He does
yes,
that.
Leon, yeah, totally, yeah.
He does that every time. Was that Leon?
It was Leon, yeah.
Okay.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Well,
Leon.
and I was just going to say...
Bring it home.
Well, and I can bring
Campo,
it home.
bring it home.
Well, I can bring it home because I can speak from a personal experience that Bronte and Jenna down there at
good are they?
Toop sold my house
They did.
just recently.
And got a magnificent
result. Visit toop.com.au or call 8274 8588 for more details. And don't forget, you can hear more from Bronte and the Toop & Toop team on Real Estate Radio with Leith during the week every Wednesday at 2 p.m. right here on 5AA.
Guess what's back at Edwardstown Mazda? Drumroll, please. Okay. Yes, it's M-Day, and it's bigger than ever with 3 years free servicing on every new and demo vehicle, plus heavily reduced drive-away offers. Edwardstown Mazda is proud to bring you the biggest M-Day ever, with prizes, burgers and incredible deals.
It's gotta be.
Get to M-Day Saturday, September 13th at Edwardstown Mazda.
Tired of rising power bills? What if you could eliminate power bills forever? With NRG Solar, the new cheaper home batteries program gives eligible homes and businesses up to 30% off the cost of a new home battery, saving you thousands. NRG Solar has the know-how to help you claim the rebate and design a system that delivers real long-term value. Own your energy, own your future. Call 1300 858 160. That's 1300 858 160 or visit nrgsolar.com.au now.
Rosanna Mangiarelli here on 7 News. Kangaroo Island tragedy. 2 men killed, the driver arrested. The confusing algal bloom health advice to asthmatics. Plus Jack Ginnivan's airport stunt as the Crows confirm Rochelle's return.
The 5AA Sports Show with Rowey and Timmy G.
23 minutes after 5 on this Thursday night. We're about half an hour away, just under half an hour away from teams dropping, all thanks to Barnacle Bills, for Crows and Hawthorn semi-final. Your calls. Plus, should we get another clue out before the headlines?
Let's do that. I debuted versus Collingwood. I debuted versus Collingwood. So you can Google all of that and find out who it might be.
Start connecting
That's a big
some
one.
dots.
And we're going to give that away. That is premium seats to this big final tomorrow. A lot of people are saying this. The Bailey Smith photographer works for the Geelong Advertiser, has done for 25 years. So that would mean that Fitzy was wrong. It's not a paparazzi. Can you work for a paper and be a paparazzi?
Yeah, of course.
Oh,
you
okay.
can.
Well, then maybe he's right. A lot of these are coming through. So Rob sent through a text of a gentleman or a lady or someone with their hand to their throat, choking. Well, honestly, poor people have every right, if the Crows go out in straight sets, to say they choke.
Yeah.
100%. That's why Dipper's right. We can't bloody choke.
Also, just in terms of the tickets and the clues that we're giving away, don't call now because there's lots of people calling in at the moment. Don't call yet. You've got to collect all the clues.
There's one more to come.
Yep.
Hello, Matt at Berry.
How you going there?
Beautiful place, Berry. You're on the river.
We're just passing through on the way to Brisbane at the moment. Just passing through Berry.
Drive carefully.
So, yeah, that's it. Hey, listen, I've got a thing about the Bailey Smith. He's a fantastic player. He's a bit of a chode, but doing that sort of stuff that he did is unacceptable. And when you look at what happened with Walker, what happened there, and he got 6 weeks, for what he did, and that wasn't even in the footy ground. Right, Bailey Smith was in his uniform, at the ground. Doesn't he get any type of suspension at all?
Well, there were 3 players plus a coach on the weekend that dropped the F word on Channel 7 and Fox. They didn't even get a slap on the wrist. 2 sets of rules, Matt. He's a star, and he just turns the other way. Here's one from Kev. Scott, capital letters, please don't let Stephen pull you into his mentality.
Oh.
Don't let me drag you down. I've said that.
Don't let me drag you down.
Come on. What are you saying, Kevin? Hello, Phil.
How you going, boys?
This is 3 days in a row.
Yeah, I'm trying to win that ticket, Stephen.
Weight of numbers he's gone with.
I like numbers.
I like it.
No, Phil, very clever.
I've got a plan, Stephen.
All right, that's a strategy.
Now,
well, this better be good or we'll clip you.
If you said today, if a Crows player said that on Monday night, would he be playing tomorrow night?
Probably not.
There you go. That's what I reckon too.
Yep. 2 sets of rules,
if you
mate.
said it today in the workforce, you would not be coming to work tomorrow.
Probably right, Phil. I mean, he was pretty aggressive to her. He was aggressive to a woman.
Yeah.
And that's not good. Even if she is paparazzi, she's just doing a job. I mean, a shit job, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not a great job.
Yeah, following someone around to hope that, what sort of a lowlife would do that? Paparazzi heads.
But if she's working for the Geelong Advertiser, it'd be no different than someone working for the Advertiser here going to a Crows training session.
It was an open training session,
Correct.
so media and photographers the like are allowed to go on
but
photographer.
Fitzy said she is a known, so she would have taken photos for the paparazzi and sold it to that middle person and got money and,
Well, if
photos
she was doing a side job.
He was getting a massage on the massage table.
Okay.
But I think there was history before that. There was something before.
But
not even Fitzy. He must have had a discussion with her previously at another whatever.
Well,
and told her to stop taking photos or something.
Let's leave it there. Let's go to Vinny Catoggio. Hello, Vinny.
Hello, lads. How are you?
Good, Vinny.
It's nice and wet in Mount Barker, by the way.
Is it?
Oh, yeah, it's terrible.
Oh.
Look, I was thinking about Nixie. They don't do stuff off the cuff. I was thinking putting Fogarty in the centre to break packs. Something different, because I always think Nick's, when he does things, you know what he's got to do next? Something different, like how can I say, something where the other coach, you can undo the other coach thinking.
Yeah, it's always a tough one, Vinny. Having sat in the coach's box, like Fogg's not a midfielder. I know he played there as a junior, and we even experimented with him under Pikey when he was there in the Sandful to see if we could add another dimension to his game, because there was the conversation around that he was, Mark Prosciutto-like in his stature and that he could potentially do it. But, geez, you're just taking away strength of what Adelaide has in their forward line. So
I'm not doing that.
I'm not doing that.
That's too tricky. That's Cirque du Soleil stuff, Vinny. Let's go to Aberfoyle Park. Hello, Mick.
Hey, Rowey, my question's for you. I saw on the weekend a number of free kicks from the umpires for pushes off the ball, especially thinking of the Brisbane-Geelong game where 2 goals straight in front of goals for Brisbane. What do you think the response is going to be this week from the umpires?
Yeah, I know. Don't know. I wouldn't know what they're going to do from one week to the next, one whistle to the next. I'm the last bloke to ask that about, Mike.
Well, as a general rule, though, over the course of my tenure coaching and playing, normally finals, they tend to let it go a little bit more.
No, but we asked, who was that umpire we asked? Mark He said, no, it's a fallacy.
I don't think it's a fallacy.
I feel they put the whistle away.
Yeah.
And just play the absolute obvious
ones. Yeah. Which, that's the way it probably should be.
But it's a free kick, it's a free kick.
Yeah, correct. Pay it if it's there. No question.
Yeah, I couldn't answer that one. Let's go to old Nalunga, Brian.
There you go, Roy.
Good, my man.
Campo.
How are you, Brian?
Good. What I'd like to see on Saturday, Mark Kean, in the first 2 minutes, go to Ginnivan and scare the living hell out of him.
What do you reckon? He might say something to him that he might not understand.
That's right.
Oh, see, here's the thing in our day is smart asses like him that carry on like a pork chop don't survive. They just get in. They end up on a stretcher.
Well, they never did it.
But that's right, because they'd end up on a stretcher. That's
were.
exactly right. And it was called self-policing. There's no self-policing now for him. He can carry on and do what he wants. His only self-policing is his captain or his coach. And they clearly allow him to play like that. Now, and I agree. I think I heard Sam Mitchell or Sicily or someone say, if that's how he gets the best out of himself, mate, who are we to tell him not to do it?
Yeah.
And he does. He obviously clearly thrives on that, doesn't he?
The only thing to that is having, once again, in the coaching environment with that, long as it doesn't affect the other players in the team. If that's if his actions and his demeanour and what he's doing is affecting the rest of the playing group, then that's when the coach and the captain need to step in and say that's drawing the line there.
There's a lot of text down this line. It was a Geelong open training session and media invited. ... She was just doing her job. This is all in capital letters. Wake up, Rowey, from Tom. Well, I haven't knocked it, have I? I've supported that. I'm not knocking her, am I? Have I come
You were just saying if she was paparazzi, though, and there for different reasons. Is that what you were saying before?
Yeah.
Oh,
then that
look,
would be
I get why Tom's saying that. That's right, because Fitzy come on and said, no, Rowey, don't be dumb.
Yeah.
She was paparazzi.
Yeah.
So if she was paparazzi, but if it is an open training session, that means anyone can come in, can't they, and do what the hell they want.
The understanding on the day of it happening was she was a Herald Sun / Geelong Advertiser photographer.
Well, if she's come with accreditation as that, she should be respected.
Yeah.
It's a bit different
Should
if
she
she's
be
down there with an
respected if she was
iPhone,
paparazzi?
Don't know.
But that's all I'm asking.
Should that make a difference? Depending on,
and that's another great question. That is a great question. And Tom, you're right. Mate, I don't know. I've never had one of those clowns chase me, and I hope I never do.
It's a bit more foreign in Adelaide, isn't it? Compared to eastern states.
Yeah, we don't have them.
It's time for the 5:30 headlines very soon.
Hey, here's my hernia.
Yes.
$50, Fitzy reckons.
Oh, God. For Ruston Wines, we're going to give you a chance to win very shortly as well after the headlines.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show.
The Premier of South Australia is on the line. He's just met the King.
David Penberthy and Will Goodings.
Is this interview difficult? Because doesn't protocol preclude us from asking you anything, or rather you telling us anything about what you discussed with the King?
Adelaide's leading breakfast show.
In general terms, how across the King was in terms of things going on in South Australia at the moment.
5AA Breakfast.
I was quite taken aback by some of the detail.
Weekdays from 6 a.m. on 5AA. Always Adelaide. This is 5AA News. Always Adelaide.
Good afternoon, I'm Kendall Brettig. US police are still searching for the gunman who killed political activist Charlie Kirk at a university in Utah. Bendigo Bank is the latest to announce a restructure which will see more than 100 jobs go. A former AFL umpire has faced court charged over an investigation into suspicious betting on Brownlow medal vote counts. And Josh Rochelle is set to return to the Crows with Hawthorn tomorrow night. Now checking 5AA traffic.
Lynn Andrews Real Estate, experts in commercial and residential property management. lynnandrews.com.au.
G'day, there a crash at Regency Park, Regency Road in Awena Road. Salisbury, another collision getting cleaned up. Salisbury Highway Park Terrace. Quite busy at the moment at Mile End. That's for works on St Donald Rabbit Drive near South Road and sluggish Marion Road at the Anzac Highway intersection for works too. Camrose Gorge Road, Athelston and Grand Junction Road at Hope Valley tonight. Where can you find the best local produce, great specials and food from around the world? Only at the market. Adelaide Central Market open Tuesdays till Saturdays. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Partly cloudy tonight and tomorrow, a high of 16. At the moment, 14. More news at 6 o'clock on 5AA, always Adelaide.
Hey, it's Lauren here from Adelaide. And if you're like me and you love a good bargain from your local chemist, check out Star Discount Chemist. They're all about great value and helping your family stay healthy. Go in store or online for click and collect and delivery. Star Discount Chemist. How can we help?
2 years ago, Jen had a stroke that completely changed her life. The Allied Health team at Enable Fitness Centre helped her regain balance, mobility and function with hydrotherapy using their underwater treadmill. Jen now has the confidence to get back into the community. Enable Fitness Centre is an accessible gym for people with disabilities, a registered NDIS provider. You'll find Enable Fitness Centres at Holden Hill, Elizabeth and the brand new Kidman Park and St Mary's locations. enablefitnesscentre.com.au.
I can speak for this firsthand. It is the best Beechwood home yet. It's a bold new era for Beechwood's design. It's now revealed the Craigieburn farm. That's where it's at. We were out there the other day, Timmy and I. This multi-level stunner is a masterpiece of innovation, luxury, pure luxury and style. And you'd know, Campo, because you used to build houses.
Yeah, inspired by the glamour of Palm Springs and California. The Caliente is...
Caliente.
Caliente.
Is that okay?
You're
Very
Italian,
nice.
mate. Yeah. Come on.
Well, I've got to brush up, you know.
You're going there in a couple of weeks.
I know. Is designed for entertaining and effortless relaxation. Perched on the high side, it offers breathtaking views, multiple indoor and outdoor living spaces, and a show-stopping pool.
Oh, it's just spectacular. So if you prefer to stay in, lounge by the fireplace, savour a bottle from the climate-controlled wine room. You walk in this massive door and to the left, there's this wine room. God, you would never fill it up. Or you can take the elevator straight up the third floor. It's an incredible home designed for generations.
Yeah, the team at Beechwood Homes has gone all out and they can't wait for you to experience the
Caliente.
Yeah. Open Saturdays and Sundays, 1 till 4:30 at 10 Simon Crescent, Craigieburn Farm.
I would sit on one of the many balconies with a Campari in my hand, thinking Caliente and practising on my Italian whilst playing a trumpet. Or a flute.
No trumpets in Italy, is there?
No. Life's good. It's even better in a Beechwood home.
The siren's sounding. Eblin Subaru's footy final frenzy sale is on now. Kick a winning deal with 3 years free servicing across the Subaru Outback range. The all-new Forester has hit the field. Book your test drive today with demos ready for immediate delivery. And the big score? Trade in your car and pocket a $1,000 bonus on new, used and demo vehicles. But the clock's ticking. Don't miss your shot. Race into Eblin Subaru, Adelaide's #1 Subaru dealer. MPD 173.
They say one of life's biggest decisions is buying a home. But sometimes the hardest one is leaving it. At Anglicare SA, we're here to help you stay where you belong. We offer support for everyday things like cleaning, gardening, cooking, but are also experts in care management, allied health and clinical nursing. Because we believe there is no place like home. And with the right support, there is no reason to leave it. Find out more at Anglicare SA. You are at home.
Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.
23 minutes to 6. Chelsea Randall to join us soon. And before this half hour is out, we will have the teams in our hot little hand for the Crows and Hawthorn game tomorrow night. We cannot wait for it. We'll keep taking your calls. One change expected. Rochelle in. See who comes out. Now, we are giving you the chance to win a Vintec wine cabinet. It's valued at over $4,000. We'll put you in the draw. 50 bottles worth of Rusden will be inside this Vintec wine cabinet.
You'll want this.
So you want to get involved in this. All you have to do is guess this iconic grand final moment for a twin pack of Rusden wine. Have a listen.
Oh, my goodness. Wonderful chase.
Wonderful chase
in a grand final.
Tell us what this is.
Not hard, this one.
8223 0055. You win a twin pack of Rusden and then go in the draw for that Vintec wine cabinet.
Full of Rusden wine. So we just draw that randomly out of a barrel. You got as many chances as any by being in it. Great stuff. Let's go to Seacliff. Hello, Matt.
Stephen, Scott, how are we this
Gee,
afternoon?
that's very formal, Matt.
Yeah, I know. Well, Joe, you've been upset since last Thursday for the last week, mate. So far be it from me to, to upset you any further. I just got two things. One's a statement and one's a question. First, the statement is Bailey Smith's a flog, and that's not his first time at the rodeo doing that kind of crap. So he needs to. They've got to do something about him to rein him in. But secondly, I've just like all the excuses why the Crows got beat last week. I've heard some doozies. And the best one I heard was, and it was on Twitter from a pretty, he seems to have a hell of a lot of followers, a Crows guy. He said that the AFL didn't help by the seating arrangements having so many Collingwood supporters next to each other. Now, mate, he's got, as you say, bigger reach than a sick dog, but I mean, he's clutching at more straws than a scarecrow, wadding. The serious question, though, is I've heard the inexperience. I find that so hard to believe because I'm pretty sure Gold Coast won. Wouldn't they have had a hell of a lot less finals experience than the Crows?
100%.
Yep.
So I'm just not sure. Maybe it's like the Crows just weren't good enough on the night. I think that we just got to go, fair. They weren't good enough. Collingwood beat them fair and square. It's just all the excuses. I mean, but when you're saying the seating arrangements and they had the flu and it just, all it does is make them look like whingers, mate. Like, you got they put the hand up, yep, Collingwood were better, we're going to get them next time. Yeah. Let's hope it is in the grand final then so we can beat you again. That'd be nice, Stephen, but...
Oh, Matt, so you're a Collingwood supporter, are you?
Oh, well, yeah.
Is he still in the running? Does he count?
Well, he does, but...
Matt, well done, mate.
It's a good point, though.
No, it is.
It's a good point.
He's 100% right.
The only thing...
No outdoors.
No, the only thing I'll say to that is the inexperience conversation comes in on the basis that if you're taking Gold Coast and Freo, neither of those teams have final experience.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Whereas Collingwood have clearly played in a grand final.
19 of them have won a grand final.
And a lot of them have played in finals. Yep. So I think that was the comparison that they didn't handle, and the finals experience was but the Gold Coast one, it's a fair point. They just went out and played. They played better.
Were superb. And again, those experienced players in that Collingwood team were the ones that got them in the third quarter.
The seating arrangements, a bit like the white shorts after the game. People
no.
You just made me
you need to stop bringing that up, Campo.
I like it.
Hello, Matty at McLaren Flat. How are you?
Yeah, it's Lewis Jetta versus Cyril Rioli in the 2014 grand final.
So this is for the Vintech wine cabinet.
Yep. Nah, sorry, Matty.
Oh.
Let's go to Findon. Hello, Pete. For Rusden Wine, full Vintech cabinet. What do you think?
Hey, boys, is it when Heath Shaw ran Nick Revolt down in the goal square?
Have a listen.
Calling for the football. Snyder. Will he give it to Revolt? He will. Revolt runs in. Touched up the boot. Oh, my goodness. Can you believe that? Wonderful chase by Heath Shaw. He came up behind him like a librarian.
Imagine coming up with that at the spur of the moment. He was genius. Hey, Pete, you're in the running. You got a double, a twin pack for Rusden Wines.
Thanks, boys.
Well done, Pete. You'll love that. Rusden Wines in the Barossa Valley, home of my very own Black Gut Shiraz. Visit rusdenwines.com.au. Let's talk about the dog, the big dog, the big Snoop Dogg. Brendan?
Yeah, hi, guys. How's it going?
Yeah, good,
mate.
This is, I guess, mainly you, Rowey, because you have the same mindset as I do, and you feel like it's a ridiculously moronic decision to have that person at the AFL Grand Final.
Yep.
So why not try and do something about it? Send a message to the AFL. You can't do something about it to make it not happen because it's already going to happen. But wouldn't it be funny if half the crowd turned their back on it?
Oh, we've had people say that. I don't think that's going to happen, Britton. We just had Campo and Sam say to me in the break, what if Snoop Dogg's really, really good? What if he just kills it? And he probably will.
Robbie Williams style.
Robbie Williams nailed it.
That was fantastic.
Who was the girl last year?
Katy Perry.
Yes.
She was good.
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan, but she was great.
That's what you get with world-class
That's it.
performance.
If he hits it out of the park, do we all have to eat our words?
Well,
or is it still...
we're talking about the principle, aren't we, rather than the performance.
Spot on.
Yeah.
Spot on. If anybody thinks that it's the right thing to do, well, then it's not. Hello, Brian.
How you going, Rowey and Campo?
Good, Brian.
Good,
I
mate.
watched a couple of times, the replay a couple of times, and I just thought that we had a problem around the centre because their ruckman was getting all his haps. He was beating out Riley hands down, I thought.
Yeah, Rob needs a big one tomorrow. He knows it. We had him in here.
Yep.
Brian, did you hear him in here? The big hooer? Yeah.
Yeah, well, big Lloyd, mate, got his colours lowered last week against GWS, so he'll be
fighting back as well.
Yeah.
Big jewel, that one.
Thought.
Big jewel, that one, Brian. You're in the running, mate, for that grand final package. That's critical, pivotal. Media the midfield as a whole is even more critical, but even more critical than that, I just hope the coaches set them up to play a game style that they have for 24 weeks and don't go back down that path of field position and whack it forward and all that. And I know Collingwood didn't allow them the corridor and all that, but I think there's a lot in that. I think there's a lot in on how they were prepared for this game.
Well, you've got to have the players believe that they can win with the game structure that you go in with.
And I don't think that was a connection last week, from all things being said. You big Snoop Dogg. Do I say that well?
You do.
You big Snoop Dogg.
I like it when you say it 4 or 5 times. You elevate every time.
What I like when you yesterday got Snoop Dogg and Scoop-de-Doo all in one.
Scoop-de-Doo. I've heard other people start using Scoop-de-Doo, by the way.
I love that.
All right, it's 5:45. Let's check your traffic. Teams for Crows and Hawthorns on the other side of this.
A couple of Bengals look out from the drive home. One at Regency Park, Regency Road in Weena Road. Another one at Salisbury Harmony Park Terrace. Slow for works at Redwood Park, Hancock Road near Littler Drive, and we're busy at Hillier, Anglevar Road near Steppen Heath Road. Cameras Morrow Road, Lonsdale, and Stradbroke Road at Ross Trevor. Audio is more powerful than you think. For advertising with real power, start with commercial radio and audio, where brands are heard. Visit cra.au. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Last clue for that double tomorrow. Hawks taking on the Mighty Crows. And I'm 190 centimetres or taller.
Right. 82230055. The lines are open. Call in now. Do you know who it is?
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show.
The finals furnace burns hot as the experienced Pies got the better of the Crows.
What a win for the Pies!
But a prelim final is still on the table if Adelaide can bounce back and knock off Hawthorn. Tomorrow night on 5AA, it's semi-finals action at the Adelaide Oval as the Crows take on the Hawks.
AFL live on 5AA, always Adelaide.
The International Space Station, caught in a perpetual freefall. This outpost of human ingenuity is perfectly angled to witness Aldi's ride-on Aston Martin F1 go-kart for $199. With a 12-volt battery and multiple speeds. It's special you can buy at the Aldi Finds sale this Saturday.
Houston, we have your car.
Aldi. Good different.
It feels like finals this weekend. The 2025 Host Plus Sandford League Finals Series is taking over Adelaide Oval this Sunday. See Glenelg take on Norwood in a win-or-go-home preliminary final at 3:15. The winner will see Sturt in a huge grand final next weekend. Plus, don't miss the Sandford under 16 and under 18 grand finals beforehand. Tickets from Ticketek. Visit sandford.com.au/finals for details. The Host Plus Sandford League Finals Series. Nothing beats it.
Well, if you're thinking about buying a new car, the time to do it is right now, during the Agostino Mitsubishi Demo Clearance Sale.
Yeah, and Agostino is way over stock. So all demos must go. There's no time like the present to go out and get that car that you've been dreaming of for a lot less than you could be driving away in a featured, packed Mitsubishi Demo.
Now, here's the thing, that if you're overstocked, that means you're going to be generous in the deals. So knock on their door, get in there tonight and over the weekend. There's no shortage of great options available. And the thing everyone's been loving, every demo vehicle comes with its own 10-year warranty, 10-year cap price servicing. That is outstanding.
Massive. Especially when you're budgeting, making sure nothing goes wrong. Agostino Mitsubishi's demo clearance sale is now on, but only while stocks last. Head into Agostino, Mitsubishi, Nailsworth and Mawson Lakes today.
Today I'm talking to Glenn, who is one of Arbor Vitae's many happy customers. Hi, Glenn.
Hello, Leaf.
When did you start taking Arbor Vitae and what for?
My mild arthritis had progressively deteriorated and it was reaching the stage of me being virtually crippled. A friend of mine suggested that I try Arbor Vitae, so I gave it a go.
What benefits have you noticed from Arbor Vitae?
After just the first bottle, the pain went from 8 out of 10 down to a manageable 2 or 3 out of 10.
Are you happy to recommend Arbor Vitae? And what would you tell our listeners about this product?
Absolutely. I've told all my friends to give it a go. The secret is to have 2 or 3 bottles till the pain subsides and check dose that you're having the correct amount.
It's wonderful to hear how much of a positive impact it has had on your life. Thanks for your time, Glenn. Remember, for more info, visit arborvitae.com.au, arborvitae.com.au, stocked in chemists and health food stores. And remember, always read the label and follow the directions for use.
Don't miss the Cheapest Chips Chippy Rewards Super Sale on now.
Cheapest Chips.
Members get 25% off garden pots and accessories. So sign up and start saving. Offer ends this Sunday. Live cheaper at the Chippy Rewards Super Sale at Cheapest Chips.
The 5AA Sports Show with Rowey and Timmy G.
It's Campo sitting in for Timmy. It's 11 minutes to 6. It's just about time for teams to drop, and we have tickets to tomorrow night's semi-final. It's all on the line. There is no tomorrow night. It is a huge occasion at Adelaide Oval. We have 2 tickets to give away if you get the Who Am I correct. Rowey's been drip-feeding clues all the way through the night.
Yep, here they go. These are prized premium tickets. Hello, Brad at Blakeview. Who am I?
Taylor Walker.
Oh. Now, just on that, he was born in April. That was the first clue.
Mm-hmm.
I was a low draft pick, so that's 50 plus.
Yep.
He was picked 78, I reckon, or 75. I debuted versus Collingwood. Yes, he did. And he's 194 centimetres. But sadly, it's not Taylor Walker, Brad. Sorry, Brad. Oh, God, he'd be a bit sad.
He'd be flat.
Hello, Sue at Aldgate.
I thought it was Jordan Dawson.
Well, did you thought right,
Well
Sue.
done, Sue.
Oh, wow.
How
Really?
good. Now,
How good is that?
Now, you're a Crows person, you got a little friend to take
Yes.
with you?
Well, actually, I'm ringing because my daughter tried to get tickets and she's a fanatic.
Oh, good.
Yeah, and she managed to get 1 ticket, but to take her family along, she needed more. So I thought, if I got them, I'd really like to
Beautiful.
give them to my daughter.
What a beautiful mother you are. And then I hope your daughter says, well, Mum, do you want to come?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, look, I'll wait and see.
Well, hang on. You don't sound too fanatical about the Crows, Sue. You sound a little bit...
I am. Look,
Oh, good.
I've been a player. Well, we used to be player sponsors for years.
Wow.
Years and years.
Well, Sue, that's beautiful. I hope you enjoy it. Thanks for that. You're going. Crows v Hawks. We'll be calling it from 7 o'clock live on 5AA. Teams have dropped.
Yes, for Barnacle Bill, serving South Australians quality seafood and much, much more for over 50 years. Can we start with Adelaide? One change. Josh Rochelle is playing. We've known that all day. Out of the side, Hugh Bond.
Now, you did say that, which means Michael Lenny goes back, Campo?
Yep.
And who's the sub, Smith or Taylor?
Well, you won't know till...
No, but you'd make it still Smith, wouldn't you?
I'd make
Because you
it
think
Smith.
Taylor's got to be through that rotation.
I think
so. Yeah.
Not
And Hawks?
that it matters, but Taylor's named on the ground. Smith's on the bench with Michaelani, Berry, Pedler and Rochelle. So Rochelle possibly could even be the sub if he...
No,
but
they won't
They won't do
sub
that. Hawthorn, one change as well. It was pretty predictable. Colshadir is out with that injury, and Mitch Lewis, after his 4 goals in the VFL, is into the AFL side.
I don't think the 4 tools worked, did it? They punted it last couple of games of the year.
Well, when they played it, they subbed one out pretty much at halftime anyway.
Yeah.
So they had a look at it. I think it was a worthwhile experiment to see whether they could do it.
So Gunston, Mobbio, Charles, Deer and Lewis.
So
and now
now-
Deer's out. Okay. Hello, Seaford Heights, Steve.
Yeah, good evening, boys. Just want to quickly put Brody Smith on the agenda. I think he's almost played 280 games and he hasn't got a contract next year. Do you think he's going to get another contract next year, boys?
Oh, look, don't know. I don't know. It's a tough one. He's, a season away from 300. He wasn't the first pick this year, and he was told that. Everything he did in the sample was right, that whenever he was picked, he was in form and he's done well. He's been a credit to himself. Whether he gets a contract or not, I'd be I'd be amazed if he did.
Yeah, well, I'd be the other way. I'd be surprised if he doesn't. Or, like, if you look at over the course, and you pretty much, because you consider the same conversation 12 months ago, if they say to him again, this is probably what it's going to be, he's not holding anyone out of the side at the moment. He's shown that when he's come in, he still can play at the level. Hasn't lost his speed, hasn't lost his ability to play at the level. Is he, some insurance, say a Mitch Hinge or someone like that perhaps goes down, or Wayne Miller gets injured again. Let's not touch wood. Let's hope those things don't happen. But I still think he's at the level. I think he's still at the level. Yeah.
Well said. Matthew Lloyd, he speaks pretty good about footy. He knows the game well, clearly. He spoke about Keys and the fact that Relle, who is returning, is going to be able to help him.
Well, there's nowhere really to hide, is there, in finals? So I think you've just got to back him in and just hope that he comes in and performs and he can hit the scoreboard. But I think it puts pressure on Keys. So Keys, with Rankin in the side, and Relle might get the number 3 defender. Now he's getting number 1, and that's where Relle coming in at least might free up one of the other defenders.
I thought and actually you picked it up, Camp, and I jumped on the back of it, they play well together, those two, don't they? They sort of like complement each other, Keys and Relle.
Yeah.
And I reckon Keys has missed Relle, without a shadow of a doubt. Played his best footy, probably with him in the team.
Yeah. Well, I think Josh plays a little bit deeper, and I think Ben has the option to play a little bit higher, and he gets up and back. Those two roles, and we might talk a little bit more about the team now it's dropped, those two roles between Neil Bullen and Keys versus Impey and Amon are going to be pivotal into what happens in this game. Because if Neil Bullen, he had a down week last week and he's been really good all year. If he can get goal side of Amon and Keys can get goal side of Impey on the other side, they're very attacking, and that's the way Hawthorn want to play. They want to try and challenge you through the corridor. They want to run and carry. Once they win the ball, they go like cats to get through the middle of the ground. If the ball turns over, like we saw what Keys has been able to do to some of those, Nick Blakey types, Sard at Carlton as well. They're going to be really important if Adelaide are just as brave to go quicker on turnover again back the other way. So those two roles are going to be important, but Josh, a little bit deeper, just gives you a bit more class closer to goal.
Yeah, Keys is due.
Well, he hasn't really been out of form, has he? Like his last game against North Melbourne, he kicked 3 goals, and I think we put him in the votes. So like we're going off one game with some of these guys, and Neil Bullen's been a great player all year. As we said, there's probably 4 that probably got the 7 out of 10 benchmark. The rest were probably under that.
Yeah. We had a couple of texts through. There's a couple of Victorian clubs chasing Jordan Butts. We had that yesterday, didn't we?
Yeah, we've talked about that.
Good luck. He's got a contract. He ain't going anywhere.
All right. Well, we'll keep taking your calls as well after the 6 o'clock news. Teams, just to confirm if you missed it, Rochelle's in and Bond will be out, and Lewis is in for Hawthorn, with Deer going out as well, their forward line. That's all thanks to Barnacle Bill, serving SA quality seafood and much, much more for over 50 years. Let's get to the news. Chelsea Randall next.
The 5AA Sports Show with Rowey and Timmy G.
Got something big to budge? Budget with Budget. Little trucks, big trucks. You can do it all in a budget rental truck. Get exactly what you need and at a great price too. So remember, whatever you've got to budget with a budget rental truck.
Budget with a budget rental truck. It's quick and cheap. Well, half your luck when you budget with a budget rental truck.
Budget car and truck rental. Call 13 27 27. That's 13 27 27.
Kangaroo Island. It's best enjoyed getting up close to nature. Escaping with friends, enjoying the serenity and celebrating milestones together. Unpretentious, unexpected, untamed. Experience Kangaroo Island unfiltered. Book your self-drive getaway now at sealink.com.au.
Want to keep doing the things you love at any age? Whether you're recovering from injury, trying to ease muscle or joint pain, or simply staying active, Keeza physiotherapy-led strength training builds strength safely for all ages and conditions. Visit Keeza's National Open Day this Saturday from 8 till 3. Discover Keeza at kieser.com.au. Keeza, kieser.com.au.
The International Space Station, caught in a perpetual freefall. This outpost of human ingenuity is perfectly angled to witness Aldi's ride-on Aston Martin F1 go-kart for $199. With a 12-volt battery and multiple speeds. It's special you can buy at the Aldi Finds sale this Saturday.
Houston, we have go-kart.
Aldi. Good different.
Guess what's back at Edwardstown Mazda? Drumroll, please. Okay. Yes, it's M-Day, and it's bigger than ever with 3 years free servicing on every new and demo vehicle, plus heavily reduced drive-away offers. Edwardstown Mazda is proud to bring you the biggest M-Day ever, with prizes, burgers, and incredible deals.
It's gotta be.
Get to M-Day Saturday, September 13th at Edwardstown Mazda.
Today we're learning more about Holistic Care SA. We have a big fan here. Maggie, walk us through your journey with Holistic Care SA.
Harley has several disabilities. He's gotten to an age where he had to live independently. They were the best people that we've made contact with. Many times we've had other providers who have not kept in contact with us. With Holistic Care, they're in contact with us just about every day, letting us know what's going on, what the challenges are that Harley has.
So what changes have you seen since your stepson's been in supported independent living with Holistic Care SA?
Oh, he's just blossomed into a nice young man. This is more like a family. He's able to cook for himself in cleaning and bowling and all those good things he loves to do.
As Tracy, the founder of Holistic Care SA, says, everyone deserves the chance to become who they're meant to be. For a friendly chat about supported independent living, visit holisticcaresa.com.au.
The news and information that matters. This is 5AA News. Always Adelaide.
Partly cloudy tonight and tomorrow, a high of 16. With the 6 o'clock news, I'm Kendall Brettig.
As finals footy gets tougher, nothing's built tougher than TJM 4x4, Nailsworth, Ranella and now Mount Gambier.
A mistrial has been declared in the SA Supreme Court after a juror in a murder case did their own research online. 47-year-old Michael Craig Stanley is accused of ambushing Glenn Holton at Edwardstown in December 2022 and leaving him to die. Justice Sandy McDonald said she had no choice but to throw out the case, despite hearing hours of evidence at a cost of hundreds of thousands of dollars to taxpayers. Stanley will return to court next week for a directions hearing at which a new trial date will be set. Jurors are banned from doing their own research, accessing search engines or social media for information about cases, or taking into account media reporting. US police say they're devastated a gunman slipped through their defences, assassinating a prominent Conservative activist. Charlie Kirk was hit in the neck during a speech at a Utah university. His personal security took the Trump ally to hospital, but he couldn't be saved. Police Chief Jeff Long says plainclothed officers and Kirk's personal team were on hand, with 3,000 spectators at the event.
We train for these things. You think you have things covered, and these things, unfortunately, they happen.
A Southern Suburbs primary school teacher has admitted to possessing child abuse material. 31-year-old Jethro Kleinig was arrested by Jasset officers, with police seizing mobile phones and other electronic devices from his Aldinga Beach home. He'll now face sentencing later this year. He taught at Tatachilla Lutheran College, Flaxmill Primary School and Aberfoyle Hub Primary School. A teenage boy charged over terrorism offences in Brisbane's northwest has been granted bail. He'll be under strict conditions, including no internet access, and will have to surrender his passport. He appeared in court today after a raid on his home found weapons, disturbing documents and videos, and precursor chemicals. Greg Norman and Live Golf have officially called it quits, the Shark praising the event's impact, saying, "Together we built a movement that changed the game globally." American sports executive Scott O'Neill took over as CEO in August. The tournament will return to the Grange Golf Club for its third year from February the 13th to 15th next year. After that, it's unclear where the 2027 event will be played. Acting Premier Susan Close says the state government's committing to give giving Liv a new home.
We're really dedicated to getting this thing done, and let's not forget that what we're doing at the North Adelaide Golf Course is turning a public golf course into a better public golf course.
Turning to 5AA Sport.
Whether your block's the size of Adelaide Oval or the Golf Square, customise your build with Sterling Homes.
Crows forward Josh Rochelle will return from injury to face Hawthorn in tomorrow night's knockout semi-final. It'll be his first game since hurting his knee in round 17. Hugh Bond drops out. Meantime, Hawks forward Jack Ginnivan was mobbed by TV cameras when he arrived at Adelaide Airport today. He sparked anger after flipping the bird to supporters the last time they played here. But Crows coach Matthew Nicks is urging fans not to target him tomorrow night.
I love our fans' passion, but I'm not a fan of booing. I would encourage our supporters, put your energy and your intensity behind us and our performance.
A Lions favourite will play on next year. Sam Leckie reports.
Brisbane Premiership hero Ryan Lester will be a Lion for one more year after signing on for his 16th season at the club. Known as Froggy by teammates and supporters, Lester is a fan favourite, but it hasn't all been smooth sailing for the veteran defender. Lester was delisted briefly in 2022 and has been offered one-year extensions 8 times. But his persistence was rewarded with a premiership ring last year. Lester will play his 231st game as a Lion in Saturday's semi-final against the Gold Coast.
And Leighton Hewitt will appeal against a 2-week ban for pushing a 60-year-old volunteer doping official. Now checking 5AA traffic.
Lynn Andrews Real Estate, experts in commercial and residential property management. lynnandrews.com.au.
Pasadena crash to look out for 5 Ash Drive near Grandview Drive, Regency Park, another collision there, Regency Road near Nowina Road, and Salisbury crash, Salisbury Harmony Park Terrace. Busy at the moment, South Road, Edwardstown with cameras main South Road, Hackham, and North East Road at Modbury. Now at Faster Pasta, there's a new range of deliciously decadent desserts and hot drinks, smooth, rich, and just so yummy, and only at Faster Pasta. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Get the Toyota Forklift Advantage. Visit toyotamaterialhandling.com.au.
Partly cloudy tonight and tomorrow, a high of 16. Mostly sunny Saturday, 19. Partly cloudy on Sunday, 22. And then showers for Monday, 21. At the moment, 13. Now let's hear what's happening on 9 News tonight.
In your suburb.
Good evening from Port Noarlunga.
Across your state.
A sombre scene here in Bordertown tonight.
9 News is covering the stories that matter to South Australians.
We begin with breaking news tonight.
South Australian parents urged to be extra vigilant.
Because your home is our home. Adelaide is your city. 9 is your news.
Setting the agenda for South Australia. This is 5AA, always Adelaide. The 5AA Sports Show with Rowey and Timmy G.
Great to have you with us at 6 minutes after 6 on this Thursday night. 25 hours out from a semi-final Adelaide Oval. Can you get excited? We couldn't get much more excited than us. You can still call us 8223 0000 and you can watch on the Stillwell Hyundai live stream. You can visit Stillwell Hyundai at Ingle Farm. Take the test drive today. Find your perfect Hyundai car. It's a good idea. Bridge Road, Ingle Farm.
Well, 3-time premiership winning Crow Chelsea Randall has signed a 2-year contract extension. She will remain a Crow until at least the end of 2027. It's a great coup and a great credit to her. She's been an absolute star. We welcome Chelsea Randall. Chelsea, well done.
Hello. How are we, guys?
Hasn't this become a great home for you?
It certainly has. Well, at first it was a second home, and it's definitely turned into my home. So, yeah, couldn't be happier.
You've done it all, and you continue to do it all. We love watching you play. Will you get to 100 games? You've only just clicked over 75. Is that a goal?
Yeah, you know what? Any game is awesome just to hit. I mean, it'd be nice to hit 100, but, yeah, you just got to take each one as you come. You never really know when your last game is, and some players get the opportunity to kind of say, yep, this is the last one, or it's taken away from them from injuries or delistings and whatnot. So, yeah, I remember Erin Phillips actually said that to me once. She said, you just never know when your last game's going to be, so just enjoy every single moment, and that's what I'm just trying to do. You will, and you have. You'll be 36 in a couple of years' time, so clearly you're elite and you look after yourself. Trying to, yeah. I'm pretty lucky that I'm surrounded by some incredible our medicos and our physios, everyone involved, they're pretty understanding of my senior body and what's required to kind of keep it going. So, and I think having, as hard as injuries are, you actually gain so much knowledge of your body. So when I did my ACL and had a little hammy kind of issue and whatnot, and some back stuff. So it's when you get those kind of things, you actually learn to more about your body and how to look after it and what works and what doesn't. So kind of appreciative for some of those injuries that has helped me gain more knowledge about my body.
Now, Chelsea, you've been a wonderful leader for a lot of the girls down there. You're now a mother. How's that going? And has that changed your game day routine at all?
It's incredible. Our little boy, Tommy, he's nearly 2 in October.
Wow, that's gone quick.
It has, yeah, it certainly has. So,
what's he like? Is he a terrier?
Basically.
Great.
He's great. I think when I picked up the phone to chat to you guys, he was already saying hi, like yelling out. So he's got a few words up his sleeve at the moment, and a lot of them, consist of go Crows, go Mun. So it's pretty awesome, and it's great to have him around the footy club. The girls love him, and he loves them. So yeah, it's just wicked watching him grow up.
And you've obviously been or still are involved in the men's program. Do you take any of the IP out of that and then pass that on to the girls, through their season?
Yeah, definitely. I've been an AFL development coach in the boys program now for 3 years, and it's just been incredible. I have learnt so much from the coaches there and from the players themselves, but built some great relationships as well. And, it's incredible to be able to dive even deeper into footy. And, what I'm noticing is you're able to just see the game a little bit more clearly and unfold and be a bit more of a problem solver out in the field rather than kind of waiting for quarter time breaks to find out what's happening and whatnot. You can kind of see it unfolding and fix it and problem solve and direct traffic out there a little bit quicker than normal. So, yeah, I'm loving it, and I'm loving sharing that knowledge with some of my teammates, and then watching them execute it and apply it is awesome.
So my next question is then, Chelsea, and you know where this is probably going to go. Doc's out at the end of the year.
I'm reading these leaves as well.
Are you getting yourself ready to take a Daisy Pearce type scenario and just take over like she's done at West Coast?
Oh, look, I mean, I've really enjoyed the coaching world. I really have, and I think it's definitely something that I'd like to do at the end of my playing career. So yeah, obviously just signed another 2 more years to play. So I'm pumped to play footy.
Player coach?
I don't think. I think it's. I don't know. I feel like personally that would be unfair to your teammates and whatnot. Like I think naturally, I'll give some of the knowledge and I'll help and do some of our craft sessions and grab teammates and whatnot. But I think that's just something that I enjoy doing as a teammate. So yeah, I'm excited for the day when I do get to hang up the boots, and then hopefully coaching is something that I am able to continue on with, and then fully invest in it, because right now it's you're constantly juggling, trying to be an athlete, trying to be a coach, trying to be a mum. I'm looking forward to focusing on just playing for the next 2 years, and then hopefully jump into the coaching world and fully invest.
Play as long as you can, Chelsea. Play as long as you can.
That's it, Campo.
So, Chelsea, are you telling us there's no succession plan? 'Cause the one across the road didn't work.
Yeah, I think, in all honesty, I'm just rolling with it, and
done.
What will be will be.
Well done.
Yeah.
How have you seen your season to date as the team?
Yeah, it's been an interesting one. I mean, if you're looking at competition balance across the AFLW, it's definitely gone to a new level in that space, which is exciting for spectators and supporters and whatnot. A couple of things that we're still tinkering with, and haven't quite been able to put the 4 quarters together that we'd like. So there's still some moving pieces for us in terms of what we need to get done right and whatnot. So we'll keep keep learning and keep growing. And, you know, it's round 4 this weekend. So you've just got to put your head down and go to work and keep getting better. So, yeah, you know, obviously we'd like to be a few more wins on the board. We're 2-2 at the moment, so hopefully we can get one more up this weekend.
Yeah, bloody Brisbane again. Want it?
17 points up, Chelsea, at 3/4 time. What happened?
Come on, mate.
Oh, it was a bloody 3-goal, 4-goal breeze, I reckon, that we were trying to hold off. And we, you know, speaking with Doc and whatnot, I think, you know, maybe did we go too early defensively? Potentially, we probably played maybe a bit too safe too early. It's a long time to try and hold them off when they've got that much breeze coming their way. Couple of execution and skill fundamentals that, you know, under pressure, we tried to take back next time and, you know, do a little bit better with some more composure and shape and ball in hand. But, yeah, look, we'll keep growing and keep learning, but we've got some really good young kids that are coming through that we're just continuously, you know, educating. So, yeah, they'll keep getting better, which is exciting for us.
Name a couple of them that are impressing you, Chelsea.
Young India Rashid has obviously just come into our side this year. And, you know, she's an amazing left foot forward and high half forward and some great running capacity for us as well. And, yeah, just very skillful. I mean, geez, I wish I had her skills when I was 18. It's impressive, some of the young kids that are coming through with that knowledge and skills already. And then young Brookie Boylo, she's running through the midfield at the minute with us. And, yeah, and she's showing some nice patterns. And, yeah, her work rate around the footy and the contest has been really impressive as well. Yeah, so players like that just, you know, keep you excited and they bring a lot of energy and joy to the game.
How's the terminology running great and showing great patterns? I used to think that was crochet, Chelsea. That
It's so funny. Do you know what? Because I actually thought when someone first said to me, like, oh, yeah, you just got to run these patterns, I was like, patterns? Like, what is that? I just run and play footy, mate. Like, what is that? And now it's you obviously see it a lot clearer and you're like, oh, don't run there, mate. Stuff. Or yes, run there.
Now you are involved in the men's program. You're intimately involved with them and you know that they can or can't bounce back. Are you confident with the boys tomorrow?
I am. I mean, our boys are, you know, geez, their performance all year has been, you know, really well rounded and, you know, I'm really excited for them and I know they're excited for the opportunity. So, yeah, hopefully we get packed house out there and support them and help get them across the line.
Be great. Hey, Chelsea, thanks for your time. All the best. Congratulations again. Another 2 years. I know 10 years service at our club is life membership. You've got that. Let's hope it goes onwards and upwards and stay sound. And thanks for your time.
Thanks, guys. Good on you. Have a good night.
Great work. What a great get we've got from Swan District. I think in WA we've got
She's
it.
an absolute star, Chelsea. I was lucky enough to work with her at Adelaide and then watch her. She is one of the most courageous footballers I've seen. Like, don't worry about male or female. When she came, she was doing stuff you're there going, she's as courageous as they come.
Well, there's only been 9 seasons of women's footy. She's won the most courageous award in the league 6 times.
There you go.
Stop it.
So says enough about it.
3-time premiership player. She'll win 100 games. We'll get to 100 games. It'll be great.
So they'll play the Hawks on Sunday. They've brought in 3 players, Ewings, Tarlington and Martin, to their squads. And Port Adelaide, they're on Saturday against Melbourne at home. And they have a debutant in Jasmine Evans, who'll play her first game, young Central District's draftee. So congrats to her, and Kirsty Lamb comes back into the side. It's 17 after 6.
The 5AA Sports Show with Rowey and Timmy G.
He's one of the most decorated AFL players in recent history.
Bartel.
Catch Cats Premiership legend Jimmy Bartel. Talking footy each week with Rowey and Timmy G. Thanks to Statesman Windows, Adelaide's most trusted boutique window company. SA family owned and operated since 1980.
Guess what's back at Edwardstown Mazda? Drum roll, please. Okay. Yes, it's M-Day, and it's bigger than ever with 3 years free servicing on every new and demo vehicle, plus heavily reduced drive-away offers. Edwardstown Mazda is proud to bring you the biggest M-Day ever, with prizes, burgers and incredible deals.
It's gotta be.
Get to M-Day Saturday, September 13th at Edwardstown Mazda.
Hi, Daniel Tarley here, General Manager of Home. That's H-A-U-M-E.
Sometimes renovating an older home built before the 90s is just not worth the hassle, time or the cost. Instead, we buy your home as it is and give you as much time as you need to find your new dream home. We don't charge fees, there's no advertising costs or commissions. We just make the process of selling your home easy. Look out for a letter from us in your mailbox or visit home.com.au. That's haume.com.au.
Don't miss the Cheapest Chips Chippy Rewards Super Sale. On now.
Cheapest Chips.
Members get 25% off garden pots and accessories. So sign up and start saving. Offer ends this Sunday. Live cheaper at the Chippy Rewards Super Sale at Cheapest Chips.
Okay, La Vida. I didn't quite get that right. Love this. Actually, I'm going to take James there tonight. We're going to drive there. It's an absolute treasure in the West. Do yourself a favour, pop in for mouth-watering lunch or dinner, and once you have, you be like me. You keep going back again and again. This is a really good family restaurante.
Yeah, as well as the mouth-watering Italian cuisine, the entire range of pizzas from their pizzeria, which is just out the back, out on the side there, Rowey. You know where that is?
Yeah.
Are all delicious. The pizza oven is fired up from 5 p.m, so you can dine in or grab a couple of takeaways on your way home.
Well, you do, and I'm not tonight, but I will be. La Vida, what I love about it is that warm, friendly family atmosphere. You go there, they'll remember you the next time. The entire team, they treat you like their family.
Yeah, it's the perfect place for functions too, birthdays, christenings, engagements, weddings, or even sport club celebrations like awards nights, which are all coming up at the end of the seasons. They can cater for up to 200 guests with 3 separate areas available.
They're brilliant. La Vita open Tuesday to Sunday for lunch and dinner, 342 Grange Road, Kidman Park. As you're heading towards the beach, they're on the left. You know what? You'll just love it.
You've worked hard, raised families, built a life. Now it's your time. At Living Choice Flagstaff Hill Retirement Village, wellness and comfort aren't extras. They're every day. Retirement is your time to focus on living well by taking advantage of the magnesium pool, staying active in the gym, or unwinding in the cinema with friends. Here, luxury living meets lasting well-being with beautiful move-in ready apartments waiting for you. Discover the retirement you deserve. Book your tour today at livingchoice.com.au.
Guess what's back at Edwardstown Mazda? Drumroll, please. Okay. Yes, it's M-Day, and it's bigger than ever with 3 years free servicing on every new and demo vehicle, plus heavily reduced drive-away offers. Edwardstown Mazda is proud to bring you the biggest M-Day ever with prizes, burgers and incredible deals.
It's gotta be.
Get to M-Day Saturday, September 13th at Edwardstown Mazda.
Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.
It's out wide, Savon Ice hitting the lead, going away a length and a half clear. They're all trying. What a deal running on. Pudding still there. It's still Savon Ice leading though with 50 to go. Savon Ice is going to do it. Daryl Carrison's going to win the Balaclava Cup. Savon Ice from either Pudding or What a Deal.
Well, the Johnny Letts medalist, an absolute star jockey, is Relle Mils. Our very own Tim Ginnivan backs her every weekend, and from his winnings, he's actually in Italy now. So I think our next guest,
Business or economy?
Well, probably still economy.
Okay.
And I think Rochelle's right. Rochelle should get a sling from Timmy.
I was going to say.
And she'd be doing well. Rochelle, what a season. Congratulations.
Well, thank you. It has been a really good season. I'm not complaining.
And 6 awards, not one, not just the Johnny Letts medalist. You cleaned up. Did you take a trailer with you to the awards night?
They did. They did give me a cardboard box to take home, which is quite handy because, the glass trophies are quite fragile. I found out.
Nah. And Rochelle, your first full season in the saddle. That's amazing.
Yeah, it was quite a long year, especially being in front on the premiership for so long, especially late in the season, get a bit on tired legs. So it was nice to finish off, the last day with a few winners and, like a really good day of racing.
Well done.
But, with the Johnny Letts medal, that was probably like my pride and joy of the season, really.
Is he not one of the greatest men out? Isn't he just one of the funniest, most genuine fellas, Rochelle?
Yeah, absolutely. He's just a lovely, lovely bloke, and it's quite an honour. There's really no way to put it. Like being voted by the stewards, and you're not earn the award, and I think that's what meant the most to me.
Yeah, Rochelle, take us into the voting system, because obviously we've got a bit more of a footy background. So do you see the rolling votes throughout the year?
No, so from what I understand, it's just you just ride throughout the year, and I guess the stewards vote. It must be weekly, and you hopefully you're in the running when you consistently getting winners. But yeah, it's completely until the end of the year. You don't know where you're at on it.
Yeah, and you beat home Jacob Opperman. You beat him, by 20 votes. So that's a really good effort. Now the Spring Carnival's heading towards that way. We get past the AFL season, and then we crash into that spring. Are you aligned to any stables in Adelaide? And do you get the opportunity to perhaps go over to Melbourne?
Yeah, look, I've been really lucky from the support I've had as an apprentice. Obviously, I've just outridden my claim at the end of the last season, but I had a few Melbourne trainers offer me some really good rides, and I've had opportunities come my way, and I've gone over to Melbourne before. But look, Will Clarkin has obviously been a great supporter of me, and then his partnership with Nicky O'Shea. They've got a really good stables, and they'll have horses running for that springtime carnival. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it, but I'm not expecting, too much, and just to go with the flow, really.
What was the night like? It was great to see the McAvoy family there celebrating Tony McAvoy's induction into the Thoroughbred Racing Hall of Fame. Rochelle?
Yeah, it was, and it was really lovely to hear Tony speak. He's, another really great bloke, and you aspire to have a career even half of what he's had with the success. It's very interesting to listen to him and hear his story, and it was more than a deserving award. And even though I don't drink, everyone else made up for me, and it was a really great night. And it was really lovely, some of the stories that come up.
You don't know what you're missing getting a slurp into you, Rochelle, the old French champagne. If you won a Melbourne Cup, I bet you'll have a verve. I bet you.
The Adelaide Cup, I got forced into having a bit of a drink that night.
But good girl.
Yeah, I make plenty of silly decisions sober, I say.
Well, it's quite ironic then that you won your back-to-back pork leaking cups on a horse that said, I need a drink.
That always gets a few laughs.
Yeah, well, it did with me. Hey, just on that, what is in the SA water? The women jockeys in this state, best in Australia, and some are saying now the best in the world. We've got a real good bunch of you coming through.
Yeah, absolutely. And, the likes of Claire Lindop and obviously Jamie Mellum and Kayla Crowther, they've paved the way, and the apprentices coming through now with the academy here in SA. It's really great to see. And, they must breed them tough, I guess. Could be something in the water, but it is really good to see. And the numbers continue to grow, and there's been lots of tracks where we've had to swap around the boys and the girls' room because the overflow is just, unbelievable. We just have such big numbers now.
Well, the way we are with equal everything, you don't get change with the boys. They don't put a little partition up, do they? Or
no, we've had to move into the medical rooms a few times, and so poor Siren Fork, I think he's been in the broom closet in a few of the country tracks because the girls have taken his boys' room. So unfortunately for him, there's no sharing.
Well, we need to get hold of Mally because he does the funding. We need some women's change rooms for the.
A lot of the sporting councils around they've upgraded because of women in footy and those things.
There we go. Rochelle, what a great season. As I said, on behalf of Timmy Ginnivan, who's sitting now in Italy on the back of your rides, well done on the Johnny Letts medal and the other 5 awards you got. Great work. Thanks, Rochelle.
Thank you so much. Thanks very much.
Well done. What a modest star. She is a gun.
Yeah, well, as you say,
no crap, doesn't he? We sit here. Well, you'll be doing it Friday bets with Johnny Letts. You'll be sitting there. He always picks her rides.
Well, maybe I should continue the form line.
Well,
we won't go wrong.
Hey, do yourself a favour. Back Rochelle.
Right, done.
Yep.
Will do.
Bum. Boom. Did I say bum?
Yep.
She's a star.
We're almost out of time to get to a break, but as the build-up continues, let's just hear from a couple of Adelaide Crows players tomorrow night. Riley Thilthorpe has spoken on 7 News.
You know, we've spent all year enjoying it, and that's been one of our big positives. And I think it's helped us play better footy, but, you know, obviously it was our first final for a lot of the boys and, you know, the bright lights, and I think we might have gone away from that a little bit. So we'll definitely come back to trying enjoying it, backing ourselves in and taking the game on a bit more.
Back yourself in. And if you're in the goal square, what are you going to do, Riley? What are you going to do? Put it through, mate.
Yeah,
You're a star.
take the responsibility.
Last time you played Hawthorn, you took them apart and kicked 4
goals.
Thank you very much.
Let's hear from Rory Laird.
For us to be able to, edge out some of these wins against some really good opponents really puts us in a good position mentally. And as I said, that sort of goes with, we played a final now. We understand somewhat of the expectation and sort of the atmosphere that's there and can go out there and actually execute again this week.
Does he start in the midfield? One too many defenders?
No.
He finished in it?
No.
Yeah, well, I'm a no as well, but I just thought no need to snap. Yeah. See, he looked at me.
No. Fitzy's going to join us next.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show.
Bailey Smith is a complete arsehole. What he did to that woman is unacceptable.
David Penberthy and Will Goodings.
And I've got to say, why aren't the Victorian media jumping up and down about this? Let's put it in the modern politically correct language, and I don't actually say that as a pejorative. Does a professional woman have the right to feel safe at work?
Adelaide's leading breakfast show.
Can you imagine if this was a Crows Open training session?